Today's game.
Break it down.
Scores and take you inside Baylor men's basketball. And now, we're live alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley. Here's the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
From inside Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas, welcome in to Baylor Bear basketball. Today, a rare non-conference game in the month of February as the Bears take on the Louisville Cardinals. Hi, everybody. Welcome in to the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off. John Morris, Pat Nunley, courtside. Not courtside,
exactly.
up mid-level here at Dickies Arena. Aaron Sexton, our network board operator today. And, Pat, it is a little bit strange to be stepping out of Big 12 play. Sure, it's the same for the Cardinals to play a non-ACC game this time of year.
Yeah, but, Coach Drew has talked about the ability to get out of conference. Timing might not be perfect on that, but it's Louisville and Baylor. And it's a home and home. They'll play at a neutral site closer to Louisville next year. And so I think it's, particularly this year, an opportunity again as the Bears get a little closer to the end of their schedule to get a top 20 win. They don't have one yet this year. They need a signature win, and they've got a great opportunity to do that today.
I'm telling you, the best way to look at it is this is a great opportunity for Baylor. This would make headlines if the Bears could knock off the 24th ranked Cardinals.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole idea. And every time you hear Coach Drew talk about this team, not where they plan to be, but it's where they are. It's if the ball is still bouncing, still have a chance. Every game is an opportunity. There's huge upside to this game if the Bears can get a win. But, again, Louisville and Baylor, over the last 10 years or so, maybe even longer than that, two of the premier college programs, I think, in college basketball. So anytime these two can meet, whatever time of year it is, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I'll say this off the top and won't belabor the point.
Yes.
But this is really fun for me to play a team from the state of Kentucky. I was born in Louisville, grew up in Danville, Kentucky. Paul Rogers is right down the road from us, does play-by-play for Louisville. Known Paul for years and years. So this is really fun. But more than anything, it really is a great opportunity for the Bears to get a big win. Thought they played well against BYU, especially the first half the other night, but came up short.
Yeah, they did. And I thought towards the end of that game, and I think this game, John, will be a lot like that. Two really offensive-minded teams. But late in that game, Bears had to start winning possessions, had to get stops, couldn't do it. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but the defense, if the Bears can keep it within reach over the majority of the ball game, getting some key stops down the road, even if this game ends in the 90s, that, in my mind anyway, is the Bears' best chance to win. Keep it within striking distance, get some stops when they absolutely have to, and have a chance to win.
It's a good Louisville team coming in today. They are 18-6 on the year. They are 8-4 in the ACC. They've won 4 in a row, 6 of their last 7. And Pat, coming off, I would say, a pretty dominating win on Monday night over North Carolina State.
How about that? 41. And had a freshman, we're going to see him today, got 45 in that game, and then had a teammate get 31 in that game. But you compare that to the Baylor-BYU game, Devanza finished with 30 whatever. Yeah. Rob Wright gets 31, and then Yesufu gets a quiet, if there is such a thing, 37 in that game.
Right.
So, regardless of the outcome, it was a very entertaining game. I still think, John, this game, I don't know if it's going to be exactly like that, but it's going to be comparable. And you mentioned that win by Louisville in that game. They're in the midst of a 4-game winning streak, and they are, I think, finding the groove that they've been looking for to finish their conference race really strong and get positioned in the NCAA tournament to get the highest seed possible. This time of year, you want to be healthy, you want to be playing well, you want to be confident, and Louisville is all those things.
All right, that's our matchup. Baylor and Louisville today from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. It is the first half of a, you would say, a home-and-home series, right, but it's going to be neutral, and the Louisville folks think the return trip next year will be in Nashville. So that would be fun, and I guess it remains to be seen what time of year that game is played. You're listening to the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, live from Fort Worth inside Dickies Arena. We are brought to you by Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory-smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage, always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy in your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition, and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. More of our pregame show when we come back. We'll look a little more in-depth into Baylor's opponent today, the Louisville Cardinals. Have that when we return to Fort Worth here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green Eye's dedicated optometrists and staff. But now,
Let's use,
Highway 84. Come see the expanded
let's see. Let's use that Pat Kelsey bite here, okay? Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Spring in Waco means one thing: Baylor baseball on Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. From big home runs to big time moments, this season is packed with must-see action. Season tickets are on sale now, giving you the best seats, the best value, and every unforgettable play all spring long. Don't just hear the crowd, be a part of it. Get your Baylor baseball season tickets today at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
You know, they are a long way away.
I know. Really are. This is not just up. It's up way past the end line, you know?
They don't think much of the media here.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because it's not going to be that crowded.
No.
I think they could have extended the.
Yeah. Bad weather day.
Yeah. That'll be my takeaway,
Well,
if anybody asks.
You get to see your gang.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a
Your new
full-service
grandpuppy.
brokerage led by experts
It's pretty
in industry
cute.
knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back to Fort Worth inside Dickies Arena. Baylor and Louisville warming up on the floor. Tip-off just past the top of the hour. This is the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off. We're brought to you in part by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. And our Courtside Cam is brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Up and running. You can look right into our spot here. And let's do this, Pat, for our viewers on – no, we'll do it the next time. If you'll tune in to our Courtside Cam, next time we take a break, we'll swing the camera around and let you see the floor and see our location.
You know, binoculars would have been nice.
Hey, if
Because,
only we'd
I mean,
known.
again, this is not like we're playing Kansas and you're familiar with all the personnel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to see them down there to begin with. And I'm looking for numbers. I'm looking for names on the back of the jerseys. And right now, I'm having a hard time making either one of those
Oh,
out.
man, that's true. We're somewhat – so we're up, and we're not even within the court of play. We're beyond the end line at one end, so not complaining about it. We're in out of the rain. That's a good thing.
We are. Not a great day weather-wise here,
Right.
but that's why they play this game indoors.
Yeah,
that's
true.
why we signed up to do it.
Well, let's hear from Pat Kelsey, the head coach of the Louisville Cardinals, his second season there, 14th overall as a Division I head coach. Prior stops at College of Charleston and Winthrop, doing an outstanding job at U of L last year. His first season, they were 27-8 and finished second in the ACC behind the Dukies at 18-2. In the ACC. Here is Pat Kelsey asked about this Baylor team. He has very complimentary remarks about Baylor's squad and especially Coach Scott Drew.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, they have two, in my opinion, first-round NBA draft picks. It's pretty good. In fact, that's really good. In fact, that's unbelievably dangerous. Two first-round NBA draft picks, in my opinion. They're dangerous. And they got a Hall of Fame coach. He's not in yet, but he will be. National championship, million Elite Eight, Sweet 16. They probably would have. They had a very good chance of winning the national championship the year the season got canceled because they were going to be a number one seed, perhaps the number one overall seed, and then the world came to an end.
Okay.
Hall of Fame coach, two first-round draft picks, unbelievably dangerous team, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. We got to be on it, man.
That is Pat Kelsey, head coach of the Louisville Cardinals, and isn't it interesting to hear his thoughts? This is a non-conference game, and you wonder, how in-depth they might be on Baylor. Certainly they are in the scouting report, but very complimentary of Coach Drew.
I love it, John, and it's great for you and I to talk about that, and Baylor fans talk about that, but when you hear that from another coach who really has no interest other than just telling the truth about this program, and to hear him say, Coach Drew, not in the Hall of Fame yet, but he will be, that's the truth. I mean, that is exactly the kind of praise that I think Coach Drew and his program are worthy of, so it's good to hear him say that.
Let you hear now from Paul Rogers, the longtime voice of the Louisville Cardinals. Had him on the show in Waco yesterday, and we asked Paul about the subject we were talking about, why a non-conference game this time of year. Here's Paul and sort of the Louisville perspective on that.
Well, it's unusual. It's not unheard of in college basketball.
Good job, thank you.
Years ago, when Jay Crum was here, Louisville and UCLA used to play every year, and that would be a fun trip and a fun game. But the only thing offhand, remember in recent years when Louisville's had a non-conference game this time of year. But it's fun. It works out well because Louisville has a game at SMU on Tuesday, so they work this into the schedule. They'll be down there for a few days, and I think it's good. You know how conference is. It's such a grind, and it's always nice to see somebody new. And it is something to change the routine a little bit and kind of get you set up maybe for what's hopefully an NCAA tournament play. So I think everybody's good with it.
It's Paul Rogers, longtime voice of the University of Louisville Cardinals, football and basketball, and he's right down the road from us as we near tip-off Baylor and Louisville today at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Take a break. When we come back, our pregame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. A little bit later, Pat's keys to the game. Stay here for that. All coming up live from Fort Worth on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off and here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
All right, 9 minutes here.
9 minutes.
9?
Whoa, baby. I can make a trip.
Yep.
Or two.
Around the arena.
You can go to the bathrooms over there.
Yeah, true.
It's interesting how they shut off the upper level.
Yeah, probably a good move.
Yeah. Not like this is a rodeo or something.
Yeah.
Something.
Premium ice, lightning fast. Tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races. Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. It's built to carry tradition and to make heroes. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here.
I do like having all this room.
I do too. How great is that?
Driven everywhere. Test drive your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months. With $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We welcome you back to Fort Worth. Let's continue on our pregame show visit now with Bears head coach Scott Drew. Non-conference game today here at Dickies Arena. Coach, stepping out of conference, a big national spotlight on this game against Louisville. How did this game come about?
Well, conferences, we're looking for a marquee game similar to the Big 12 SEC Challenge, and we all know that was a great exposure for our league and a great opportunity to showcase our league. At the same time, there's there's advantages to having a bye week, getting people healthy, but we haven't had people healthy at all anyway, so it doesn't matter. Might as well play. So anyway, it was too good an opportunity to pass up for us from the standpoint. Louisville was predicted to have a great year, and when Brown's been healthy and played, they've been special. When he hadn't, they've been good, but obviously with him, he had 45 last game. They scored 118, and I think they missed 2 or 3 shots that game. So anyway, with that, excited about the opportunity in Fort Worth. It's a great opportunity for not only Baylor fans but Big 12 fans. It's also really good for our alumni in that area that don't necessarily get a chance because of work schedules to get down to many games. So we wanted to play a game up there for them.
Good, real showcase game, national TV on ESPN, and Louisville. Gosh, what a great opponent, playing really well.
Yeah, you can't get a better opponent coming off a 118-77 win over NC State, who had won like 5 in a row. So they're playing. When Brown came back, you knew it'd take a couple games to get in rhythm, but they're really rolling right now, and they got a really good, a deep team. They'll play 11 guys, because of that, they can play a real fast tempo. So us taking care of the basketball is going to be huge, keeping them out of transition, and then with us making sure that we're not in foul trouble, and we're not in position where we're just giving up easies. They shoot a ton of threes, so they spread you out. You want to make those as tough as possible, but at the same time, the trick is you can't give them layups by being so far extended.
Yeah, I remember the Big 12 SEC challenge. It was nice in the aspect of this was somebody new. This was somebody different. It wasn't somebody when you called a play, they knew exactly what was coming. Is there a little bit of that breath of fresh air today?
Yeah, I tell you, it's exciting from the standpoint similar to when you're in March Madness. You know about the other team, but they don't know you.
Yeah.
And plays that haven't worked in 2 months all of a sudden work great again. So it's an opportunity to have things that maybe haven't been as effective come back out and resurface. And these games can be really good, especially if you win from the standpoint. Great attention, great publicity, but gives you momentum to get back to conference play.
Great game the other night by Tunde, even though in a losing cause. Gosh, he seems like he just is stepping up his game. Are you seeing him mature as a true freshman?
Yeah, 100%. On the defensive end, he's continued to grow, he's always had physical ability, but now the mental part's coming in with it, where we want him in our defense, off the ball, on the ball, how much to pressure, what's a foul, what's not a foul. And when we say when you stop thinking and you start playing, you're a lot more effective. And he's stopped thinking now and he's playing, which is great. Offensively, I think, again, one of the biggest obstacles to overcome with the new team is just against really quality competition. Where are players most successful, and what can you put them in to make them successful? So our offense has really evolved, and I think if you look at the beginning of the year to now, we do a lot of things different, and that's hopefully putting our guys in better positions to be successful. Because if you take the right shot, you have a much better chance of making it, and if you take the right shot, you have a much better chance of offensive rebounding, and if you take the right shot, you have a much better chance of getting back for transition defense. So it all kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah. Final thought, remember last time we were in this building? Yes, NCAA tournament.
Wow.
North Carolina.
Wow.
Comeback for the ages. Came up short in overtime, but a comeback for the ages.
Yeah, it was. I like the memory of the game before. I think it was Norfolk State. We won by 30, played great.
But shows this is a great venue, isn't it? And so many Baylor folks here in the Metroplex.
Yeah, definitely a really good venue, and love it having an NCAA tournament venue. Brings back memory. We were 15-0 until Jonathan Chamuchacho and LJ Cryer went out. So anyway, that could have been another back-to-back year. So we've had our string of injuries. So the good thing is hopefully we're on a run now where we can keep guys healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Praying for that. And, Coach, thanks for the visit. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew. It's Baylor in Louisville. Big 12 versus the ACC coming up here in Fort Worth. More of our pregame show after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back inside Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Neutral site game. Baylor and Louisville coming up just past the top of the hour as we continue on our Conecuh Sausage countdown to tip-off. Let's get Pat Nunley's keys to the game today. Check in with the Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer. And Pat, would be a big win for the Bears. How are they going to get it?
Well, first of all, John, and I alluded to this a few minutes ago, they've got to win possessions when they have to win possessions. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Baylor's 23rd in the country in offensive efficiency, according to KenPom. Louisville is 12. So these teams are going to score. You're not going to shut Louisville down, but you have to get stops when you have to get stops. And I think part of that is the Bears are going to have to defensive rebound, which has been a struggle for them this season. By the way, nationally ranked defensive rebounds per game, Louisville is 13th in the country, so something's got to give there today. I think also, but you heard Coach Kelsey allude to this, Baylor, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. That is a staple of Baylor basketball. So I think today, offensive rebounds and second chance points for the Bears. Bears get roughly 13 offensive rebounds a game. That's fourth best in the Big 12. Got to do what they do best today. It's not going to be easy, but I think specialty points on the glass are really big for the Bears today. And then also, you can't let Louisville separate in this game. They're going to score points, but you can't let them extend leads. I think the idea is today, keep that lead within striking distance. If they don't have a lead on their own, keep it manageable, and you're going to have to do that by limiting threes and limiting points off threes by Louisville and limiting points off of turnovers, which I thought was the difference in the Baylor-BYU game. BYU had 24 points off of Baylor turnovers. Louisville has shot 100 more threes than Baylor has in the same number of games. So got to limit those and stay within striking distance, get stops when you have to get those.
All right, very good. Pat's keys to the game as the Cardinals return to the floor. Bears back out there as well. Pre-game continues here from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Baylor and Louisville, the Big 12 versus the ACC. We are brought to you by Conecuh Sausage. Made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating, Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh sausage, a game day tradition, and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Nearing tip-off here, let's look around the Big 12 a little bit on a busy Saturday. Check scores, couple of games already final on this Saturday. And, Pat, it was a great matchup in Ames, Iowa today already between Kansas, number 9 in the country, Iowa State, number 5 in the country. Kansas Monday coming off the big win over Arizona, huge win for them. Well, they go into Hilton Coliseum, and they lose by 18 to the Cyclones, 74-56.
You know, when we left Ames a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, I guess, after a 3-point loss, I remember saying after the game, there are a lot of really good teams that are going to come into Ames and leave really unhappy. Add Kansas to that list today.
How about that? 74-56. Iowa State remains undefeated at home. They knock off the Jayhawks 74-56. TCU goes overtime and win over Oklahoma State 95-92. That is a good win for Jamie Dixon and the Horned Frogs in overtime, winning over the Cowboys. Our game coming up at 3 o'clock. Coming up a little bit later, Kansas State at number 3 Houston. That's 3 o'clock this afternoon. BYU hosting Colorado, West Virginia at UCF. Texas Tech plays at Arizona today, 5:30 on ESPN. That will be the game that follows ours on ESPN. That'll be a really fun matchup to watch this afternoon. Texas Tech at Arizona. We look forward to that 5:30 coming up later today. So you're caught up on what's going on around the Big 12. We'll keep you up on scores as our game progresses. Take our final pregame break. Back with more in just a moment. Baylor and Louisville just past the top of the hour. Keep it here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Let's go, Central Texas. President's Day sales event means big savings on brand new vehicles at Allen Samuels in Waco. Check out the all-new, completely redesigned 2026 Jeep Cherokee, and don't miss the all-new Dodge Charger 6-pack, because that 6-pack is built to run fast and hard. From everyday capability to pure performance, now is the time to buy and save big at Allen Samuels, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
This is Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
He's going to squeeze the air out of that basketball and celebrate a big-time Baylor win in the Farrell Center. Second-ranked Baylor all over number 6 Villanova today here in Waco. And Meyer will hold the ball, toss it high in the air. Baylor can celebrate a second straight Big 12 Conference championship.
And this ball game belongs to the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears.
This broadcast is brought to you by TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
You listen in to a portion of our national anthem today as we get set to tip things off here. Baylor and Louisville from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Pat, fun to watch Cardinals come up. They line up side by side at one free throw line. Baylor's at the other free throw line. They're both facing away from us toward the American flag. But the Baylor guys, they've got their arms around each other's shoulders. The coaches, the assistant coaches, the grad assistants, managers, trainers, everybody, arms around each other. It's a pretty cool sight when you see those guys do that, and they do it every game.
Every game, win or loss.
Yep.
And, again, they're not where they want to be right now in terms of win-loss, but this is a connected team, and I think they're starting to get, certainly they're connected off the floor, but they're starting to get connected on the floor and still looking for a breakout game, a top 20 win. They got a chance to do that today.
All right, going to give you our starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, coming up in just a moment. Just now getting the the wireless going, so we got to get those starting lineups in a moment. But Pat, for the Bears, it has been a nice run. They haven't been all wins, but they had the back-to-back wins at West Virginia, home versus Colorado. Played well, but lost by 3 in Ames. A lot of teams, like you said, are going to lose in Ames like Kansas did today. And then the loss to BYU, they did some good things in that game. So you can still see, I think, an upward trend with this team.
You can, and I think they're a play or 2 or 3 away from winning a game like the BYU game. Just down the stretch, the defense failed them, and I think it's a breakdown here and there on the defensive side. And I think, as we've talked a little bit about already, it's a defensive game today. It's weird to say that because you're going to see a lot of points, but I think if the Bears can keep it close and make some defensive plays when they have to, they're going to have a chance to win this one. And either way, regardless, it's going to be an entertaining game. I mean, you thought 94-90 Baylor BYU
right.
was fun. I think, John, we're probably headed to something comparable to that game this afternoon.
Could very well be. All right, let's give you our starting lineups now right after we pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Morris, Pat Nunley here in Fort Worth. Aaron Sexton, our network board operator today. Let's give you our starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, bringing the home team advantage to Central Texans. For the visitors from Louisville, Kentucky, God's country, Michael Brown will start. He'll call his name a bunch today, 6'5", 190-pound freshman. He's averaging 17 points a game, 18.3 in ACC play. This is the guy that tied the school record for scoring. The most recent game for the Cardinals, 45 points on Monday night in their big win, 41-point win over North Carolina State. Tied the school record that was previously set by Wes Unseld in 1967. So you're going back there, and that's Michael Brown coming off a 45-point performance. Ryan Conwell's their leading scorer on the year, 18.6 points per game in league play, 6'4" senior. Transfer from Xavier. He had 31 the other night. Javon Hadley, a 6'7", sixth-year player, former Colorado Buffalo. Isaac McNeely, 6'4" senior, a transfer from Virginia. And Sananda Frew, 6'11" junior from Berlin, Germany, their leading rebounder on the year. 5 starters for Coach Pat Kelsey and the Louisville Cardinals. Bears will start this way. It's become a familiar starting lineup. No Dan Skillings again today. He's now missed 4 straight games with a knee injury. Obi Agbum will start at the point, 6'3", fifth-year player from Aurora, Colorado, a transfer from Wyoming. Baylor's assist leader on the season. Isaac Williams, a 6'1" sophomore, a transfer from A&M Corpus Christi, will start at the 2-guard. Tunde Yesufu, 6'5" freshman from the country of Benin, coming off a 37-point performance, and he's played 40 minutes, all 40 minutes, each of the last 2 games for the Bears. Cameron Carr, Baylor's leading scorer on the year, 6'5", redshirt sophomore, transfer from Tennessee, 18 points per game in league play, 19.8 on the season, his averages. And Caden Powell playing well for the Bears, 6'9" senior out of Midway High School, transfer from Rice. 5 starters for Coach Scott Drew in his 23rd season at Baylor, 24th as a Division I head coach, Baylor's all-time winningest coach, and the coach of the 2021 national champions. Our starting lineup's brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game.
Well, John, Louisville, a storied program in college basketball, 2 national championships, 8 Final Fours, 40 NCAA tournament appearances, et cetera, but they've been, before the arrival of Pat Kelsey, in a bit of a ditch. He is their 6th coach. If you include interim coaches, he is their 6th coach in 9 seasons, but he's got it going. You talked about this earlier. Last year posted more wins than Louisville had posted in a decade.
Wow.
So they're back, and they're strong again.
Well, that's the matchup. Baylor in this neutral site game is designated the home team. They're wearing white. Ball's in the air. Tip controlled by Baylor, and we are underway here in Fort Worth. Bears wearing the white, Louisville wearing the black uniforms, red and white trim. Bears shoot to the basket to the near side. Isaac Williams drives in.
Nice.
His defender turned his back to him, and Isaac Williams had an easy bank-in basket.
Yeah, nobody gets the ball into the lane better than Isaac Williams, and that time, you're right, he got his defender somehow just turned around completely.
Bears' first bucket of the night. Here is Louisville. Ball on the mid-post on the right side. Michael Brown turns around to pass it out of there, and he threw it out of bounds. Turnover, Cardinals.
Yeah, and that's the strength of this team. Obviously, Brown, big-time scorer, but Louisville is going to get the vast majority of his points, about 55% from those 3 guards.
So Bears ball leading 2-0 over the 24th-ranked Cardinals. Isaac Williams dribbles on the perimeter. Obi Agbum runs along the baseline. Pass to Caden Powell, who cut to the bucket and jams it home.
How about that play by Isaac Williams? He's got a bucket and assist in less than a minute of play in this game.
4-0 lead for the Bears to start the game today. Here's Louisville on the attack. Top of the key, it's Ryan Conwell. Gives the ball to Isaac McNeely. Now back to Conwell. He'll drive into the paint. He's cut off there. Gives it outside to the big man, Senenda Frew. Pass underneath. There's another slip to the basket.
Yeah.
Assist Hadley and a jam by Frew.
Yeah, and Louisville took a page from Baylor's playbook. That was the exact play that Baylor had run at the other end, prior possession, where Powell got a dunk on the slip.
4-2 the score. First points of the day for the Cardinals. Dribbling on the Dickies logo at midcourt. That's Isaac Williams. Gives to Carr, now back to Williams, now to Obi Agbum. Agbum way outside between the rings. 2 minutes gone, first half. Bears up by 2. Isaac Williams looks to drive. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Louisville player. Doug Sermons will hand it to Cam Carr to inbound. Our officials today, great crew. Pat, Doug Sermons, Lee Castle, and Tony Padilla.
Yep. Don't chat it up with Doug Sermons.
All business.
All business, as it should be.
Sure. Here we go. Baylor inbounding, 4.2 on the shot clock. Inbounds to Yesufu. Head fake, up with a 3, and no good from the left wing. Defender did a good job there of jumping straight up, not jumping into Yesufu. Cardinals ball, chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Drive, kick, behind the back pass by Michael Brown. Now a 3 by Conwell is no good. We'll see a bunch of those in the air today. That one didn't fall. Rebound Obi Agbum for the Bears. Agbum drives, gets too far underneath, passes it back out to Caden Powell for the Bears. 4-2 Baylor lead, 2.5 minutes in, first half. Isaac Williams on the perimeter. Drives, kicks. 3 by Carr is off the mark. Ball tipped and knocked out of bounds. Good job by Caden Powell. to hit the ball off the leg of Ryan Conwell and out of bounds.
Yeah, that's just effort by Powell. That ball was up for grabs, and he was rebounding, trying to rebound out of space. He didn't have a good, clean look at the ball, so he just batted it off of the knee of a Louisville player, saves a possession. Baylor will inbound it underneath their own basket with 20 on the shot clock.
Pat Kelsey thought about it, looked at his video guy, and then twirls his finger. The international signal for I'd like a review.
Yeah, that's right. And it's well recognized.
Yeah, right.
Any Baylor player or any player for that matter, coaches, whatever, fans who feel like a review is in order, get that little finger up and twirl it.
I see fans do it.
Oh,
I see fans think, I had a better view of that, the official. I think you should review that.
You and I have done that a couple of times.
We have. True. So our first review of the day, there's Tony Padilla and Lee Castle that goes to the scores table, and Doug Sermons joins them. Only the second meeting all time between Baylor and Louisville. You remember the first one.
I do.
I was
vividly.
not there, but you. No, I missed that one because of football.
That's right. That's right. Was that?
It was 2016, the Battle for Atlantis.
And Nick Jose and I did that.
That's
game.
right.
And
you and Nick are undefeated.
Undefeated, and that was a big win in that undefeated streak.
That's right.
But that was the game where King McClure went off.
Oh, that's right.
At the right time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It was big, big, and the Bears won that tournament.
Won the tournament, 66-63 over Louisville in November of 2016, on their way to winning the Battle for Atlantis that season. That's the only previous meeting, and what I remember from that, you guys telling me, Rick Pitino didn't give Baylor one bit of credit after the game.
Not much. Well, in fact, zero.
Zero.
But, didn't need that.
Yeah.
In fact, John, here's some trivia for you. Only two teams have won at least over the last, I hadn't checked this record recently, but I believe this is still the case. Only two teams have won the Battle for Atlantis twice, Villanova and
Baylor. How about
there you
that?
go.
That's pretty good.
Need to go back down there.
It's a prestigious tournament. I'll go.
Yeah. Oh, it was fun. The beach was right there.
All right, this is a rather lengthy review already. Now the officials leave the scores table. And let's see what they say. This was a review asked for by Pat Kelsey. Again, what they're looking at was Caden Powell appeared to throw the ball off the leg of Ryan Conwell out of bounds. Should be Baylor's possession, and it will be unless it's reversed.
Yeah. I think, John, it's going to be Baylor's ball. Denny Padilla walked over to Pat Kelsey and was doing some explaining to him, and I think what he was telling him wasn't by much, but it's still Baylor's ball.
Even from here, I think I saw him hold up like his fingers about an inch apart, right? All right, so it is Baylor's ball, 20 on the shot clock, 17-21 on the game clock. Carr inbounds the ball to Yesufu. Back to Carr, top of the key. Gets a step on his defender. Short-range jumper is no good by Cam Carr. Rebound, Javon Hadley for Louisville. Up the floor in a hurry. Black uniforms, Louisville on the front. Numeral, name and numeral on the back for the Cardinals out of the ACC. Picked second in the preseason behind Duke in the ACC. Here way outside is Michael Brown. All he did was go for a school record tying 45 last time. Drive, layup, no. Rebound by Frew. Kick it outside, another three, and given a second chance, Conwell hits the three-pointer.
Yeah, first second chance point of the game. That's a three for Louisville. This is a team that is rugged. They've got a 6'10", 6'10", 6'11", 7-footer on their roster. All those guys have some girth to go along with that length, and they all play.
Which is interesting for a team that shoots as many threes as they do. Here's Tunde Yesufu, what's turned into a patented turnaround jumper on the baseline right. It's no good, but he's fouled, and he is in a seated position, kind of strapping up that left Nike shoe a little tighter. He was holding that ankle.
Yeah, and I'm glad that apparently was the problem. His shoe just became untied, limping a little bit on it.
Yeah.
But I think Coach Drew made a good point about Tunde Yesufu in his pregame. He's doing less thinking. He's doing more playing. And I don't care how good you are coming out of the high school ranks, there is a bit of a learning curve, and you've got to think through a lot of that. I think he's thought enough, and now he's just playing.
First free throw is good by Tunde Yesufu, 75% in Big 12 play. Shooting free throws, coming off a career-high 37-point game. Pat, the Bears shot free throws well. There's 2 of them here. 20 of 25 against BYU.
Yeah, need to do that again. I mean, if this is a 1 or 2 possession game, and it very well could be, free throws are going to play a huge role in the outcome.
6-5 Baylor lead nearing the 16-minute mark. First half from Fort Worth. Not a great crowd scattered around this 13,000-seat arena. Into the paint is Hadley, kicks it left side, 3 in the air is good. First points of the day by Michael Brown, a made 3-pointer.
Yeah, and he was guarded well, I think, that time by Yesufu. That's a guy you cannot let get going and feel good early in the ballgame. He had 45 against NC State.
8-6 lead for the Cardinals, 6 of their 8 points on made 3-pointers here early on. Under 16 minutes to play, 8-6 Louisville. Isaac Brown jabs in the left side, now gives it back top of the key to Caden Powell. Powell to Agbum, looks for Powell, can't get it to him. 3 to shoot, Williams will put up a 3, no good. Flying in to get the rebound is Ryan Conwell of Louisville. Up the floor, shot blocked at the other end, it was Isaac Williams. Starts the break for the Bears, and Cameron Carr has his pocket picked by Brown. Brown the other way, pass underneath to Frew, who throws it in on the run.
And that was a good shot, obviously, at the other end of the floor, fairly quick. And what that allows Louisville to do with a quick shot or a bad shot is get the ball in transition and go with it. And they ran that fast break opportunity beautifully.
10-6 lead for the Cardinals. Pass into the right corner to Carr. Had a look at a 3, didn't take it. Pass underneath to Powell. He muscles it up. Shot's no good, but he is fouled. So we'll have free throws, 2 of them coming for Caden Powell after a timeout. Timeout comes with 14:44 on the clock. First half from Fort Worth. Louisville leads Baylor 10-6 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We don't just build trucks, we build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas, it's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back to Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Welcome to those of you that are watching on our Courtside Cam. Now, we're not going to change the name of it. It is the Courtside Cam, even though we're at a mid-level location today. Courtside Cam presented by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Check it out on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel and look right into our broadcast location here in Fort Worth.
John, you called that block by Isaac Williams, Louisville's last trip up the floor. That is his 16th block this season, and he ranks first in blocks among players in the country listed 6'1" or shorter.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what makes Baylor fans most excited, I think, about Isaac Williams. Number one, his progression over the course of the year. He is a much better player now than he was back in November. He's athletic. He's freakishly athletic.
Yeah.
He is tenacious, and that block number, I think, is just a reflection of that.
That's what I was going to say. That's a real shows how athletic he is when he can get a block on a play like that.
Yeah, and that's the kind of player you need on the perimeter. He might be, besides maybe Yesufu, he might be Baylor's best on-the-ball defender, and it's that athletic ability and that attitude that allows him to do that, be effective there.
All right, 10-6 lead for the Cardinals to begin the game. Louisville's 4 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range. There's 0 for their first 3 from beyond the arc, 2 of 6 overall, and the Cardinals have taken advantage. Again, we'll see a lot of threes probably from both teams today, but for Louisville, they are number 1 in the ACC, 4th in the nation in three-point attempts per game, 33, and number 1 in the league and 5th in the nation in 3 points made. They average just under 12 made threes per game.
Yeah, Powell got his first free throw down, and John, we said it earlier, to put that in perspective, Baylor shoots a lot of threes. Louisville has taken 100 more three-point attempts in the same number of games this season.
That's hard to fathom.
And they make them.
2 free throws, good by Caden Powell. Bears are 4 of 4 at the line in the early going. It's a 2-point game, 10-8. Our score, the Louisville Cardinals on top.
Yeah, James Najee into the ball game to give Powell a little bit of a breather. That's another guy who's really progressed. See how he can defend the big guys today.
Najee, 7-foot freshman out of Makurdi, Nigeria. Can really be a key for the Bears. Just some minutes in that post position. Well, ball's not going to get in the post. It is outside the arc, and there is another made three by Michael Brown.
And think about that. He took that three guarded by a 7-1 guy in Najee, stepped up and just stuck it.
13-8 is the score. Here's Obi Agbum, a 3, left wing, no good. Offensive rebound by Michael Ratai, who's on for the Bears. But Ratai, leaner, left side of the paint is good for Ratai.
And that's a really good look. And, John, the Bears are getting opportunities to score, and they're capitalizing on those. They're not leaving anything in the lane on the rim.
13-10, Louisville leads. Pass underneath, he's covered up, tries to pass it out, Adrian Woolley, but then thinks his best option is to shoot it, and he does, and he banks it in for his first 2.
You know, he was in that lane a long time looking for a relief valve, but barely got the shot up before he was called for 3 seconds.
15-10, Louisville on top. Woolley's a 6'4 sophomore from Tuscaloosa, transfer from Kennesaw State, Felicia Mulkey's alma mater. Here's Baylor's Isaac Williams. Runner in the paint is good.
It's another paint touch and a bucket coming from dribble penetration that time. A back cut by Williams and a nice pass from Agbum.
And on the drive by Louisville, a foul is called. It is on, I think, judging by his reaction from here, I think it's on Isaac Williams.
Yeah, and that's a guy that's going to have to stay out of foul trouble. I mean, he plays so physically, he's going to rack up a few fouls. But with Skillings out of the rotation, Bears with 7 people, foul trouble is going to be an issue.
First personal on Williams, first team foul on the Bears. Louisville inbounds. McNeely has it, top of the key. Looks to drive. McNeely cut off by the defense of Tunde Yesufu. Passes outside to Brown. Brown, 18-footer, not a 3. Shot no good. Ball tipped around and out of bounds, but a whistle and a foul. And that is on Louisville on the battle for the rebound. It is on Isaac McNeely.
And that's great work on the defensive glass by Baylor. That has been a work in progress for them. Defensive rebounding has been a sore spot. But, again, got to get stops when you have to get stops. It's a good look by the Bears to get the ball back down by 3.
Pat, the foul was not on McNeely. It's on a guy that we remember from his BYU days. Ali Khalifa is out there. 7 feet, 250-pound senior from Egypt. Played at BYU, now at Louisville. Low post, middle of the block. Tunde Yesufu, just a little step back, and he hits the short jumper.
And that is the 10th point in the paint for Baylor. 10 of their 14 have come in the lane. That's big.
And it's a 1-point game, 15-14. Louisville on top. 3 left wing, no good by Woolley. Fight for the rebound. It's Baylor's ball. Mikey Ratai brings it up all the way in the paint. Kicks left side. Yesufu's 3, no good. Rebound Louisville. They'll run it the other way. Gonna take it all the way, and a foul by Isaac Williams to avoid the layup. He had to foul Kobe Rogers. And don't know if there'll be shots here or not, but that is number 2 on Isaac Williams.
It is. He's going to have to sit with 12:06 to go in the half. And, John, that was a reach by Williams. He'd like to have that one back. He might have even been better served in the situation they're in, having to preserve foul or stay out of foul trouble. That reach is going to sit him on the bench for a while.
Personal number 2 on Williams. He does come to the Baylor bench. Louisville inbounds near side court. Outside McNeely. Long three. Shot no good. Long rebound. Obi Agbum chases it down and then fouled by Kobe Rogers. Agbum was trying to keep ahead of Rogers and go for a layup, but Rogers fouled him, and that'll stop play and get us to a timeout. Timeout on the floor comes with 11:51 to play. First half from Fort Worth. The Louisville Cardinals lead the Baylor Bears 15-14. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics. Basketball here today, rainy day outside. The Baylor baseball second game of the season opening series against New Mexico State has been moved to 6:30 tonight. They think they've got a window this evening and will try to play after a huge win last night, 15-2. How about Tice Armstrong, his first game in a Baylor uniform? Not one, not two, 3 grand slams in the game last night, including the walk-off finale in a 15-2 win.
And what is that, John? Only the second time in college baseball history?
Yes.
That's happened.
Yes. Last time was 1976. And what an amazing debut in a Baylor uniform to have 3 grand slams and lead the Bears to the win.
You know, I saw each one of those replay, and I mean, he cranked them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Funny, Mitch Thompson was on the coaches show with us on Thursday, and his comment about Tice Armstrong was he can hit it out of the park. If he gets hold of one, it's gone. Well, that was very prophetic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Well, in this arena, John, crowd favorite. By the way, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. The Kiss Cam is going strong.
On Valentine's Day.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, that works out well. All right, yes, happy Valentine's to everyone. Share the love, spread the love.
Well, right now the Bears, John, are scoring in the lane. Paint touches. It's not like they're really looking to go into the low post, but that ball is going to the lane. They have 10 of their 14 in the lane, and they're down by 1 with the ball.
15-14 our score. Louisville on top. It is Baylor's ball coming out of the timeout. And we just lost our effects feed. That's not a good thing. Obi Agbum dribbles top of the key, passes right side to Carr, back to Agbum. Agbum looks to drive, jabs at McNeely, pull-up jumper, no. Got to the paint but missed the short jumper. Michael Brown, the rebound for Louisville. He's going to take it all the way, kind of shot with his offhand and missed the shot, but the loose ball tipped out, and Louisville maintains possession. Hand it to McNeely, top of the key, tried to pass it underneath, it's stolen away by Tunde Yesufu. Yesufu up the floor to Obi Agbum.
Team leader in steals is Yesufu. In fact, gets more deflections than anybody on the floor as well. They're going to try to go into the lane again, and they don't get a fall away from Yesufu. Good look from Yesufu. It's a shot he hits most of the time.
Louisville the other way. 3 right corner is short, no good. Rebounded as it hit the short side of the iron by Cameron Carr. Spins at midcourt. And the shot up of 3 is no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Bears. Hey, I think we both have effects feeds now.
There we go. Everything's right now. We can hear what's going on down there,
Holy
and
cow.
it really does add a nice dimension because, John, they are whacking each other. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of contact. These are big, strong guys, and we talked earlier about the roster for Louisville. I mean, Baylor is playing small. You take Skillings out of the lineup, Baylor's small to begin with, and you're talking about 6'10", 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot for Louisville, and each of those guys play a lot.
Baylor inbounds. Here's Carr deep on the left side, looking for his first points today. Baylor's leading scorer. Passes to Agbum. Ball tipped away and stolen by Ryan Conwell. Conwell up the floor. 3 right corner is good by Javon Hadley.
And that's only the second turnover by the Bears in the game, but that does result in a point off, a bucket off of that turnover. That's 5 points off just 2 Baylor turnovers in the game. Coach Drew's going to call a timeout. And we said before the game, John, points off turnovers, that was Baylor's undoing against BYU. Can't be the case today.
It really was something, despite all the things good Baylor did against BYU, that was too much to overcome.
It was a 24-2 or 4, I think, difference in the game. Can't allow your opponent to get 24 points. That was, a fourth, a fifth of the number of points that BYU scored in that game. And right now, 5 points out of 18 for Louisville have come off just those 2 Baylor turnovers.
Yeah, it was 24-6 points off turnovers against BYU. But it was, I say, only 13 turnovers. They've had more than that and been able to survive it. But, boy, they were costly against the Cougars.
They were. And, John, on top of that, I think the Bears bunched those together. And when you're bunching them together, you allow the other team to get momentum and to separate. That's what BYU did in the second half of that game. Cannot let Louisville do that in this one.
All right, short timeout expires. That one called by Scott Drew. We're back to play. Bears ball. Shot clock counts down from 20. Cameron Carr way outside. Looking to direct traffic. Picks up his dribble. Passes to Powell. Still outside the arc. Now to Michael Ratai with 5 to shoot. Ratai turns the corner into the paint. High post jumper left side. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Sananda Frew. And up the floor, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Louisville.
It is. It sure is. And, John, that was way away from the action. In fact, that's a technical foul.
Oh.
That's going to be on Pryor, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Kaysen Pryor, 6'10", sixth-year player from Chicago, transfer from South Florida. He now goes to the bench and has to explain to Pat Kelsey what he did or what he said. But it is a technical, you're right.
It is. Agbum's going to shoot him.
Wow.
And, again, John, that was so far away from the action. I didn't see what happened, but it was a technical foul. I don't think there was contact at all. Agbum gets his first one, and it's good to see Agbum get going early. That's another guy that has got to score. When Baylor wins, Agbum scores, and he's looking for his second point in this game.
And he's got it with the 2 free throws, and the Bears will get the ball. Baylor 6 of 6 shooting free throws. You know, Agbum had that stretch of 5 straight games in double-figure scoring, then held to 6 against in the loss to BYU. Coach Drew said he got hit or something early in the game that we didn't see, but it really threw him off stride.
It did, and after the technical, you'll go back to where the play ended, and that was on Louisville's offensive end. Cardinals will have the ball, but the Bears get 2 points and cut the lead to 2.
Conwell drops it inbounds to Michael Brown. Brown hands to Javon Hadley, top of the key. Hadley angles to the right side, gets a screen, shoots the 3, and knocks it down.
I mean, that's Momcilovic kind of scoring, John. And we're talking about the guy from Iowa State who is an elite three-point shooter. Well, Brown has got it going in this one. He's made all 3 of his three-point attempts in the ball game. He's got 9.
5-point lead equals the biggest of the day for Louisville at 21-16. Here's Agbum, top of the key, fakes a shot, drives, kicks, 3 by Carr, short left side. Boy, he had an open look on that assist attempt from Obi Agbum. There's a nice give and go. A cut to the basket leads to a dunk by Sananda Frew.
Yeah, and that lead was just 2 points, and because of the inability of the Bears to score, they've taken a couple of quick shots, and then at the other end, a slip, a back cut by a Louisville player. That leads back up to 5. I make it 7.
Well, and Baylor tries to return the favor. Here's a slip to the bucket by Caden Powell, but he missed on the dunk, but he was fouled. So 2 free throws coming for Caden Powell. Clock shows 8:21, first half. Louisville leads Baylor, their biggest margin here in the first half, 23-16.
Yeah, and Baylor has looked more to Caden Powell to be a scorer in this game. He's not just a screen setter, not just a rebounder, but he's looking for his 5th and 6th points at the line here. And they're utilizing him a lot. Comes up and sets ball screens and then slips to the basket. Saw another example there, and he was fouled at the rim.
I like Caden Powell. I'm glad he's in a Baylor uniform. Wish he had another year here. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, got his first free throw down, but that's a guy who brings a ton of experience and wisdom to this program. Gets both free throws down. He's got 6 in the game. Bears cut it to 5.
It's 23-18. The Cardinal lead over the Bears. 8 minutes, 15 seconds and counting. Top of the key, it's Ryan Conwell. Passes left side to Michael Brown. Brown with a couple of made threes so far today. Now mid-range jumper left side, no good. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds, off of Frew and over to Baylor.
John, the Bears are holding their own on the glass. Louisville leads the battle of the backboards 10-9, but the Bears have 6 defensive rebounds of their 9, and in this game, it's going to have to continue. It's been a growing edge for the Bears all season long. A very good offensive rebounding team. They have struggled to do the same thing on the defensive side.
Little backcourt pressure by Louisville. Inbounds it comes to Isaac Williams. Back on the floor with 2 personal fouls. He gets it across the midcourt stripe. Angles to the left side, drops it off for Cameron Carr. Carr does not have a point yet in this game, 12 minutes in. Now he does. That was quick.
He called his number, and he responded. That's a shot that he likes. It's fairly quick in the possession, but he can make it more times than not. And now the Bears get another defensive rebound, force a miss from Conwell, and looking to tie the ball game or go ahead with a 3.
It was a 3 by Carr that pulled the Bears within 2 at 23-21. Now the Bears have the ball back. Isaac Williams looks to drive, now comes back outside. Williams gives to Michael Ratai. Ratai backing down his defender, shoots in the paint, and it's good.
Yeah, he liked the matchup. At 6'5", Brown really doesn't have the ability or the length to keep Ratai from shooting over him. It's a big bucket for Ratai. He needs to make that shot. He doesn't have a hard time getting it. You just got to convert.
It's a 7-0 run by the Bears to tie the game at 23. 6:51 to play in the first half. Here's Kenai Roots on the floor. Roots backing down. Cameron Carr gets in the paint. Shot was blocked by Carr. Cameron Carr keeps the ball in play, brings it up. Cross-court pass near side to Obi Agbam. Baylor and Louisville tied at 23, 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. Isaac Williams dribbles between the rings. Looks for the screen from Ratai, now gives the ball to Michael Ratai. Backing down Brown again, shoots again, and missed this one, it rolled off. But the rebound picked up by James Najee, puts it up and he's fouled. Way to go, James Najee.
And John, it wasn't like he just out-jumped everybody. That ball had fallen to the floor, and Najee at 7'1" got down there, and he's so big and strong, was able to wrestle it away from a couple of Louisville players, and he'll get free throws because of it.
Timeout on the floor comes with 6:14 to play. First half, Baylor and Louisville tied at 23 from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, and here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam Dunk Cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill is celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Don't miss out on Texas Top 50 Barbecue, located conveniently right off Highway 6 outside Waco at Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from across Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
And John, this team Louisville on the season averages 87 points a ball game. And right now, this game is being played at a Baylor pace. I thought there'd be a lot of offense, and we still have a lot of time left, just 6:14 left in the first half. But this is a Baylor pace. Both teams at 23, 6:14 to go in the first half. And the Bears in the midst of a 7-0 run, done a nice job taking care of the basketball. They've turned it over just 2 times. And, John, you and I were talking during the break. Louisville's a team that can score in bunches, and the Bears have limited that ability. There really haven't been explosive plays where the Cardinals have been able to stack one big play on top of another. And because of that, we're tied at 23. Bears have been very much in control in this game. And during the 7-0 run, they have 2 defensive rebounds, and you can't underestimate the importance of that.
Boy, that is huge. Only 2 team fouls on the Bears. Neither team turning it over, Pat. Only 2 by Baylor, 3 by Louisville.
Yeah. I mean, it's not being played the way I kind of thought it would be. Both teams really like to get up and down the floor, but I think Coach Drew's attitude coming in is we don't want this to be a 94-foot game. Yep. I mean, we got to be more in control. And points in the paint right now favor the Bears, 12-8. So 12 of Baylor's 23 have come in the paint. That's a big sign. See if Najee can get a couple of free throws down here. Bears in the 1-on-1.
James Najee fouled by Javon Hadley prior to the timeout. First one is good by the 7-foot freshman.
Bears now 9 of 9 at the free throw line, and I'm going to regret having said that at some point. No, I'm not.
No,
Shoot them.
not.
Get them in there.
Come on, Najee.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, both of them. James has not been there much. 3 of 7 at the free throw line on the season. Make that 5 of 9 as he hits them both and gives Baylor the lead now 25-23 over the Cardinals. Louisville basketball on the perimeter. It's Adrian Woolley. Gives to McNeely, a head fake, drives, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound, Obi Agbum.
Yeah, that one wasn't even close. In fact, he had to shoot it over Najee, so Najee doesn't get a block, but he sure altered the shot.
Cameron Carr brings it into the front court. Bears wearing the white, designated home team in this neutral site game. Shoot to the basket to the near side to our left. Obi Agbum gives to James Najee way outside. Puts the ball on the floor, drives, layup is good! James Najee, a chance at a three-point play.
And, John, we haven't seen that at all since he arrived on campus in January, but he was closely guarded. He was just a relief valve because Louisville had cut off all the passing lanes. He took the ball and took advantage of the pressure. 2 power dribbles later, he's laying it in and was fouled.
How about that move? Here's the free throw. It is
good.
Oh, it's good. Used every bit of the rim. Baylor's still perfect at the free throw line.
How about that shooter's roll? And how about the play of Najee? He's got 5 in the game and a couple of rebounds.
And a 5-point lead for the Bears, 28-23, 5:21 to go. It's a 12-0 run by the Baylor Bears. McNeely, top of the key, gives to Ali Khalifa. Loops the pass to McNeely. McNeely slips to the basket and puts it in with his left hand.
Yeah, just a well-run offensive set that time by Louisville, and they can score. We've talked about that already. Occasionally, they're going to go backdoor and just get what looks like an easy bucket, but they earned it.
It's at 28-25, 3-point lead for the Bears, under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. 12-2 run by the Bears. Here's the ball nearly lost out of bounds, saved in bounds by Yesufu, and then fighting to get that ball that was tossed in bounds. It's a foul on Louisville. See who they call that. That's the 9th team foul on the Cardinals. Pat Baylor has 2 team fouls, both of them on Isaac Williams.
Yeah, and sending Agman back to the free throw line where the Bears are 11 of 11. So 11 of Baylor's 28 have come at the line. Got to take advantage of it. Got to get there. Got to score there.
Here's Obi Agbum. First free throw is good. Tell you what, the Bears are getting to the line, and they are taking advantage of it.
They are. And right now you have to say that Baylor is the aggressor in this game. Pretty much every 50-50 ball has ended up in the hands of a Baylor Bear. Second free throw by Agbum is good.
Baylor is 13 of 13 shooting free throws. Bears lead by 5, 30-25. Cardinals ball way outside on the left side is Kenai Roots. Roots passes near side to McNeely. To Michael Brown. He fired it underneath and it went out of bounds. Boy, that was some mustard on that one.
Yeah, and I think that was to Khalifa, the 7-footer along the baseline, and it was right on the numbers. And I don't think he really expected it. Another turnover against Louisville. That's just the Cardinals' 4th. Bears will get it back now. Under 5 to play in the first half. Bears have seized the momentum in the midst of a 12-2 run. Need to finish the half strong.
Obi Agbum's going to bring it up against moderate pressure. Caden Powell is back on. Here's Cameron Carr. 3 left wing. No good. Long rebound. Khalifa has it. Quick 3 in the possession by the Bears. Khalifa, 1 dribble. Hands it off to McNeely. McNeely back to Khalifa, backing down Obi Agbum. Size advantage there for Louisville. Into the paint, Ratai helps out and knocks the ball away. Gives the ball to Tunde Yesufu. Turnover by Louisville.
And that's a great double down from the perimeter. I think it was Yesufu who got the steal. They could tell that was a mismatch heavily favoring Louisville, and they brought help from the perimeter, and they get the ball back.
Mikey Ratai for the Bears, backing down his defender, Adrian Woolley, into the paint, spins, head fake, shot up, and good. Ratai, how about Ratai? He's mastered that turnaround shot in the paint.
Yeah, and he's had no trouble getting that shot this season. It's converting that shot that's been a problem, but he's made a couple of those in this game.
7-point lead for Baylor, 32-25 with 3:21 to go. Khalifa clicks off a 3, no good, but a whistle. And a foul. It's going to go against Baylor. Can't see the hand signals from here who the foul is against. We'll check it out and tell you after a timeout. Timeout on the floor. 3 minutes, 18 seconds to play. First half from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Our score, Baylor 32, Louisville 25 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
18 seconds to play. First half, Bears lead by 7. That is the largest lead of the first half for the Bears at this point. Fun to visit prior to the game, Pat, with Rich Druga, who has connections to, remember Rich came by, and his son Nico has ties to both Louisville and to Baylor. I think he lived in Louisville at one point and then went to Baylor after Abilene Christian, pitched on the Baylor baseball team for 1 year, 1996, he said. Found out that his fastball wasn't quite Big 12 ready, but good to visit with Rich, and nice of him to come by prior to the game.
You know, we all face that point where, okay, my fastball's not exactly what it's going to take.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Some
a fastball,
happens earlier than others.
It just does, but, you know, when you realize it and move on. But, John, in this game, you look at the stats, and what jumps off the page at me anyway is, first and foremost, the free throw disparity. Bears have gotten to the line. They've made all 13 of their attempts, and Louisville has yet to shoot a free throw in the first half. Bears up by 7 points, and another stat that jumps out at me is Bears have scored 16 points in the paint, which is unusual for them. 16 of their 32 have come in the lane. So right now, he couldn't ask for a better start. Bears just trying to finish the half, 3:18 to play in the half, with the momentum that they've been able to build over the last 5 minutes.
Turnovers, which were such a bugaboo in the loss to BYU. Baylor only has 2 of them in the first half. 5 for Louisville. The Cardinals have the ball as play resumes. And as it resumes, Mikhail Brown all of a sudden goes down to one knee. It took I don't know, he's holding his nose. Did he take a shot? Inadvertent shot to the nose? I don't know. He and Caden Powell were kind of tied up.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to look at it.
Right.
I mean, foul wasn't called, but I don't think it was excessive force or violence at all. It was just play on. It's a
part of the game.
Physical game.
There you go. Back to play. Louisville inbounds the ball. Here's Mikhail Brown. This time he'll drive in and gets to the paint and banks it in.
Yeah, that's where their points are going to come from. It's Brown or it's Conwell or it's McNeely. Bears have done a pretty good job on each of those 3. Brown was lighting it up early, but he hasn't been able to get a 3 down in a while.
And I'm sorry, that was not Brown. That was Javon Hadley with that buckets, and he has 8 here in the first half. It's 32-27, Baylor on top. Obi Agbem bounces his dribble, top of the key, gives to Ratai. Here's Ratai again, trying to back down Brown. This time Brown holds him off. Turnaround jumper, no good from the left elbow. That was good defense by Mikhail Brown. And as Louisville brings it up, a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Baylor's Obi Agbem. That'll be team foul number 4 on the Bears in the first half, 1 on Agbem. 4 team fouls with 2:21 to play before halftime.
That's right, and no damage by that foul. It kills the play, and just as you mentioned, the 4th team foul against Agbem, that is his first.
Not near the bonus yet. Louisville inbounds. Put the ball in the hands of Kenai Roots. Outside the arc on the right side to Mikhail Brown. He'll drive. He'll lay it up. Too strong. No good. But a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, and every time you've got Louisville has that matchup, Ratai guarding Brown that far from the basket, that's what you're going to see. Brown turned the corner on him and finished at the rim. Ratai tried to recover but fouled him in the process.
Personal number 2 on Michael Ratai, the German import for the Bears from Oregon State. This one will lead to free throws. First of the half for the Cardinals. Mikhail Brown at the line, where he's 77% on the year. 77% in ACC play, 82% on the year. And this is their first free throw of the half. Comes at the 2:10 mark. And they're a really good free throw shooting team.
Yeah, very good. And they get there a lot because, again, their guards are so active and aggressive getting the ball to the rim. Second free throw is good by Brown.
Cuts the Baylor lead to 3, 32-29. Bears on top. Some full court pressure. Agbem picks up his dribble, fires it across the timeline to Michael Ratai. Bears set up in the half court, leading by 3, 32-29. Looking for their first ranked win of the season, taking on the 24th ranked Cardinals today. Top of the key, Ratai to Carr. Left side 3 is no good, well short. Taken run out of there by Mikhail Brown. Brown fires the pass, cross court, 3 in the air is no good. A miss by Conwell. Carr, the rebound, the runner is no good, but he is fouled. Cameron Carr was off to the races after that rebound and fouled on the layup attempt.
And that's what he does best. He got a defensive rebound at the other end, and it was a foot race. He had the ball, was guarded by one guy, and in that situation, he is going to the rim, and he's either going to get a bucket or get fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throw attempts here. John, that is the 10th team foul against Louisville.
Wow.
So he's going to get 2 anyway, but the Bears in the double bonus for the remainder of the half.
And the foul was on Ryan Conwell, his second, 6'4" senior from Indianapolis. Transfer from Xavier. Cameron Carr free throw. First one is up and good for the sophomore. His first trip to the line today.
You know, we've seen it work both ways. When you're making them, everybody kind of feels it. There's a rhythm there in the team. And they're now 14-14 from the line. But it can work in the opposite way as well. We've seen it work in the opposite way more times than we have from a positive perspective. But another good free throw by Carr.
Baylor is 15 of 15 at the free throw line in the first half. They lead by 5, 34-29. Cardinals ball into the paint. Michael Brown, really high dribble there, but no traveling call, and he banks it in on the drive.
Yeah, and they're not shooting as many threes. Talking about Louisville here down the stretch in the first half, they found the ability through those guards, those penetrating guards, to get the ball in the lane.
And my apologies again, that was Javon Hadley with that bucket, not Michael Brown. So Hadley with 2 that pulls the Cardinals within 3. Final minute, first half. Obi Agbam outside the arc on the left wing, jabs with his left foot, passes to Carr. Long 3 by Carr is no good. Long rebound, Agbam has it for the Bears. To Yesufu in the right-hand corner. Yesufu, a head fake, shot up, no good. Caden Powell, the offensive rebound, spins to the bucket, misses the shot. And the loose ball pulled down by Javon Hadley.
That's 3 shots in the basket in that one possession. Bears had some good looks, came away empty.
Louisville ball. Here is Michael Brown. Fires the pass cross court, puts it in the hands of Kenai Roots. Back to Brown. Long 3. A deep 3 is good by Michael Brown.
I mean, deep 3. The Bears will come down now 11, 10, 9 on the shot clock. Actually, the game clock. They'll finish on this side of the floor.
Tie game, 34 apiece. Bears looking for the final shot. Obi Agbam takes it. It is no good. Took it from just off the right side of the top of the key, and we reach halftime tied at 34, Baylor and Louisville.
You know, you can never get comfortable against a team that is as explosive offensively as Louisville. I won't say the Bears got comfy, but you have to realize what Brown's range is, and actually it's unlimited. He's made all 4 of his threes in the first half, and he's kept Louisville in this game. He's got 14 of their 34.
Man, how about that tie game at halftime, 34-34. Baylor had such a huge advantage at the free throw line in the first half, Pat. Do you think, you hate to have a tie game when you shot that many more and made that many more free throws?
Yeah, and think where they would be had they missed or had shot really their average. But it was a good first half by the Bears. I mean, they were able to do the things that I think were part of the game plan. They rebounded well. They got to the offensive glass when they needed to. They limited their turnovers. They have just 2 at halftime. And against number 24 in the country, tied at 34. A good first 20 minutes for Baylor.
Solid first half by the Bears, tied at halftime. We'll give you all the stats coming up in just a moment. Stay with us, our Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report when we come back. Our score at intermission from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Baylor 34, the Louisville Cardinals 34 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life.
Okay.
Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
We don't just build trucks. we build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas, it's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now it's time for the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome into the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime report. Blue Bonnet Health Services, your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Blue Bonnet. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds along the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Halftime from Fort Worth. Baylor and Louisville tied at 34. Pat will give us all the first half stats coming up in just a bit. Want to catch you up on other things, other events that are going on in Baylor athletics. Very busy time of the year with the overlap season. But huge win we talked about for Baylor baseball last night, 15-2 over New Mexico State, highlighted by 3 grand slams by Baylor's Tice Armstrong, his first game in a Baylor uniform. Game 2 of that series tonight, moved to tonight at 6:30 at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. Game 3 scheduled for 1 o'clock tomorrow. Baylor softball wraps up play in the San Diego State tournament today. They are 7-2 on the season, playing a couple of games there before they come back home. Good luck to Glenn Moore and Baylor softball out in San Diego. Acrobatics and tumbling, big win over Azusa Pacific last night. Baylor A&T, the best program in the world in that sport. The defending 10-time NCATA national champions, now off to a 2-0 start to the season. Women's basketball on the road left today. They're headed to Orlando to play UCF. That is tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. in Orlando, coming off that tough loss to TCU. But still mathematically very much in the league race and mathematically tied for first place in the loss column in the standings for the Big 12 Conference. So Baylor women's basketball looks to get back on the winning track. That comes up tomorrow. And men's tennis, a big win, 4-0 over UCF yesterday. That was their opening round of the ITA National Indoors being hosted by Baylor and SMU. The Baylor-UCF match, the Hawkins Indoor Facility. They will now get a shot at Wake Forest today. I think the match is ongoing right now if things are on schedule. Wake Forest, the defending national champions. Baylor's got them on their home court today, and that is taking place at the Hawkins Indoor Tennis Facility in Waco. You're caught up on Baylor athletics, other events, other sports. We'll take a break, bring you back to Baylor men's basketball after a timeout. Baylor and Louisville tied at 34. The intermission will continue on the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime report in just a moment. Brought to you by Blue Bonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Blue Bonnet. 34-34 at halftime. Baylor Hall of Famer Pat Nunley with stats when we come back on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Energy, passion, unforgettable moments. That's Baylor softball at Getterman Stadium. From walk-off wins to jaw-dropping defense, this team delivers excitement every time they take the field. And season tickets put you right in the middle of it. Lock in your seat for every pitch, every rally, and every big moment this spring. Season tickets guarantee your spot for marquee matchups against Texas, Texas A&M, and more. Get your Baylor softball season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well-played first half by the Bears. Bears turned it over just 2 times. Did not shoot it well, 32%. In fact, made just 1 of 12 from a three-point line, but still are tied with the number 24 team in the country here at halftime. Every Baylor player that played scored in this game. Very evenly distributed, 6 points apiece for Powell and Ratai, 4 points apiece for Yesufu, Agbem, and Williams in the first half. And then James Najee is playing best game he's played since he's been at Baylor. 5 points, a couple of rebounds, and 3 of 3 at the free throw line. By the way, Bears 15 of 15 at the free throw line in the first half. Compare that to shooting-wise, Louisville, a prolific scoring team, shot 48%. They made 13 of 27. They made 6 of 13 at the three-point line. In fact, Michael Brown has 14. He's 4 of 4 at the three-point line for Louisville in the first half. Louisville got to the free throw line just once, made each free throw in that one trip. They're 2 of 2 at the line tonight. Louisville turned it over just 5 times in the first half. Points off turnovers favor the Bears. 6 points off those 5 turnovers for the Bears. 5 points for Louisville off Baylor's 2 turnovers. Bears out-rebounded Louisville in the first half, 16-15. That's big. Of those 16, Bears with 10 defensive, 6 offensive, 12 defensive rebounds for Louisville, and 3 offensive. Bears with 4 second chance points. Louisville with 5 second chance points. Big number for the Bears in the first half. They got 16 points of their 34 in the paint. That's unusual for them. 14 points in the paint for Louisville. So the Bears outscore the Cardinals in the paint in the first half. Bears with 4 assists on 9 made buckets. 9 assists on 13 made buckets for the Cardinals in the first half. Individual scoring for Louisville looked like this. Gave you Brown's numbers. Hadley with 7 points in the first half. Just a bucket for McNeely. Frew with 6 points. Conwell with 3. And so the Bears did a good job, besides Brown, on the 3 guards that really provide the energy for Louisville on their offensive side of the floor. Bears led by 7 points at the 3:37 mark. Louisville led by 7 at the 8:42 mark. Baylor's largest run of the first half was 12-0. Louisville had a 5-0 run early in the first half to get a 7-point lead, as I recall. Actually, it was a 7-point lead. And so a lot to digest here. Bears had momentum for the better part of the first half, lost it towards the end of the half. They just went one of their last 8 from the floor towards the end of the first half. In fact, did not have a field goal in the last 3.5 minutes of the first half. But all that, again, culminates in a 34-34 game here at halftime. See if the Bears can finish strong and get their first top 25 win of the season. Second half right around the corner here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the President's Day sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, and the choice is yours. Drive home a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler Sahara or Rubicon with $10,000 off MSRP. Ford owners get an extra $2,000 in bonus savings, or step up to a 2025 Jeep Gladiator and tag $12,000 off MSRP. Inventory's moving fast and selections are getting thin, so don't wait. Hurry to Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears. As we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from Courtside, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. About to begin the second half of play, tied at 34. Pat, fun to revisit your keys from the first of the game. What this really does is show how smart you are. So
it's really easy from where we sit. Yep.
How have the keys played out through the first 20 minutes?
Well, you know, the first key, John, is really kind of to be determined, and that's you got to win possessions when you have to win possessions. And I think the first part of that, though, is Bears have gotten to the point where they're tied at halftime against 24 in the country and are in a good position now where possessions are really going to matter. Number two was got to get offensive rebounds and second chance points in a low-scoring game, and this one has been. Bears 6 offensive rebounds of their 16 and 4 second chance points. That's good. I mean, you know, they could absolutely live with that. And then finally, you can't let Louisville separate. When Louisville went on a run in the first half, the Bears answered. 5-0 run for Louisville. Baylor came back, had a 12-0 run of their own. Can't let them extend leads. They're going to do that with threes and points off turnovers. Bears got to limit threes and make sure they take care of the ball. Did a great job of that in the first half.
All right, very good. Things have played out well. We were tied at the start of the game. We are tied at halftime, 34 apiece. Louisville, first possession. Get the ball to Javon Hadley, point-blank range, and his bank shot from the left side rolls off, no good. Bears in a hurry. The other end, a three by Obi Agbum is no good. Starts a break the other way that finishes with a dunk by Michael Brown.
And that was a long-range three that was a miss by Agbum. The ball hit the back of the rim and just catapulted out, and it started a fast break for Louisville, and they ran it beautifully.
And the Cardinals grabbed the early lead in the second half, 36-34 over the Bears. Less than a minute in, Tunde Yesufu open for a three, thought about it, now takes it and knocks it down.
He was wide open. His defender fell to the ground, and then there was confusion on the Louisville side about who had him. He was wide open.
37-36, Bears on top. Ball pitch outside to the big man, Sanandra Frew. Now a drive, shot no good. Frew, the offensive rebound. Back outside, another drive, layup good with a foul. Ryan Conwell with the bucket. The foul on Baylor's Caden Powell.
Yeah, Conwell is such a dangerous three-point shooter that the closeout by Powell on Conwell was just too much. And when he went out at him hard, he couldn't change directions fast enough, and he tried to recover, committed the foul in the process.
Conwell had just 3 in the first half. He's their leading scorer, 18.9 points per game on the season. And here's a three-point play to begin the second half, the layup and the free throw. And Louisville goes up 39-37 on the Bears. Pressure in the backcourt, long pass into the front court from Isaac Williams to Tunde Yesufu. He's trapped in the corner, gives it back outside to Williams. He'll drive on McNeely,
Nice.
Took him to the rack and laid it in.
Nice. I mean, he's applying so much pressure on the bucket, and now quickly the Bears, again, really slow to get to their defensive side of the floor. Their transition defense in this game in the second half has failed twice, and Louisville scored on both of them.
Hadley, another bucket there. They lead 41-39 over the Bears. Obi Agbum on the perimeter, gives to Isaac Williams, hands it back to Agbum. White headband, white uniform for the Bears here in Fort Worth. To Cameron Carr. Carr into the paint, turnaround shot, no good. Boards cleared by Frew for Louisville. Cardinals lead by 2. On the perimeter, it's Ryan Conwell. Conwell into the paint. Kicks it back outside to Frew. Now to Michael Brown. Shot no good, but he was bumped out there by Caden Powell. I think he'll have 3 free throws coming.
And again, it's just the attention that you've got to give those three-point shooters, and that's the second time Powell, in fact, his second foul in the second half. We're not even 3 minutes in, where he's closing out on a shooter, and he's just going too hard. And, you know, in his defense, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
But he applied too much pressure, and it was pretty good defense. Kind of reached in the candy jar at the end of it, and that's going to give Brown 3 free throws. You don't want to get this guy to the line.
Yeah. He's got 16 in the game already, 3 free throws going, 77% in ACC play. First one's good, 82% on the season. We talked about his 45-point game against NC State on Monday. Let me repeat that, 45-point game. Tied the school record held by Wes Unseld. 10 threes in that game tied the school record. It was an ACC freshman record. Previous record was 42 by Cooper Flagg.
Cooper Flagg,
pretty good
of course.
player.
Yeah, would have been my guess.
So a lot accomplished in that 118-77 win Monday night for Louisville. Third free throw is good. He hit them all 3.
And John, now it's a 5-point lead for Louisville. Louisville sees the momentum here to start the second half. As we were talking about earlier, you can't let Louisville separate. You got to answer. You got to start getting stops.
Louisville shot twice as many free throws already in the second half as they did the entire first half. Bears pass to the baseline, flipped back out to midcourt. Isaac Williams tried to save it from a backcourt violation. He couldn't do it. Turnover, Bears.
Yeah, and that's just the third turnover, but the Bears have struggled to avoid turning the ball over in bunches, and that's the last thing you want when Louisville feels pretty good about its start in the second half, and you can't feed the beast. Now you're going to give them another possession down by 5 when the game was tied at halftime.
Yeah, they've outscored Baylor 10-5 to start the second half. Conwell drops it inbounds to Michael Brown. Now to Javon Hadley. Hadley backing down Agbum. Pass out to McNeely. McNeely into the low post. Head fake 1, head fake 2. Shot swatted away Michael Brown's shot blocked by James Najee.
Yeah, that was a great help from the weak side by Najee. It was man-to-man defense by Carr, but he was going to need some help as he was just being backed down into the low post. Najee saw that, came over, and put that block into the Louisville bench.
Beautiful, clean block by Najee. Now 2.8 on the shot clock as Louisville inbounds their side of the court. Inbounds it comes to Brown. Jumper, baseline left, no good. Rebounded by Najee. Good job by the Bears on that defensive stand. Here's Obi Agbam into the front court. Harassed defensively by Ryan Conwell. Pass on the wing, stolen away. Starts the break the other way. Extra pass and a dunk by Sananda Farouk.
And it was just 2 turnovers at halftime. Now you have 2 in the first 3.5 minutes of the second half, and Louisville has scored on all of them.
And they equal their biggest lead of the game at 7 points, 46-39. So the Bears have not come out strong so far to start this second half. Louisville has. Obi Agbam dribbles between the rings, passes right side to Carr. Carr to Yesufu. Yesufu puts the ball on the floor. One dribble shot, no, but a foul. Missed on the baseline, jumper right side, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and you got to figure out how you're going to score against Louisville in the second half. And Yesufu's a guy that can score when he's isolated like that. Baylor fans familiar, if you've seen him play, he gets the ball in the low post, kind of floats out a few feet away, and then that 12, 13-foot jumper, kind of a fall-away baseline, usually works for him. This time it gets him to the line.
Boy, he's gotten really good at that shot, hasn't he?
He has. And, you know, when you need a bucket, that's a pretty serious option for the Baylor offense. His first free throw is good.
Yesufu's 37 against BYU. Second free throw is good also. Most ever by a Baylor player against a ranked opponent. That says a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. 2 free throws there by Yesufu. Bears pull within 5. It's 46-41 Cardinals. Louisville basketball wearing the black on the road. Shoot to the basket to our left on the near side. Into the paint, runner, rolls off. No good. Najee, the rebound on the miss by Conwell.
Yeah, that's his 4th rebound of the game for Najee, making the most of his minutes. They're very meaningful minutes in this game.
46-41, Cardinals lead, under 16 minutes on the clock, second half. Here's Carr on the perimeter. He slips down and loses the ball, and that will lead to a dunk by Javon Hadley on the Baylor turnover.
And the Bears have been bitten by the turnover bug. I mean, that is 3 turnovers in the second half, and each one of those turnovers has been a live ball turnover that Louisville's converted to buckets.
Back to equal the biggest lead of the game for the Cardinals at 7 points. Yesufu in the paint, shot up, no good, but a foul. Couple of bounces on the rim. Tunde Yesufu will go to the free throw line following a timeout. Timeout comes with 15:21 on the clock, second half. Our score, Louisville 48, Baylor 41. You're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Play ball! Spring in Waco means one thing: Baylor baseball on Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. From big home runs to big-time moments, this season is packed with must-see action. Season tickets are on sale now, giving you the best seats, the best value, and every unforgettable play all spring long. Don't just hear the crowd, be a part of it. Get your Baylor baseball season tickets today at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Everything we do for you. Slam dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
by ESPN. Neutral site game here this year. Baylor and Louisville. Louisville's choice next year, and hasn't been announced yet, but the Louisville guys think it's going to be in Nashville next year.
That'll be fun.
That'll be great. Remains to be seen if it's this time of year again or not, but fun to be back in Dickies Arena. We were here 4 years ago, NCAA tournament. First round game, big win over Norfolk State. Played North Carolina in the second round. Trailed big by 20.
Big.
Made a huge comeback. One of the biggest comebacks in Baylor history. Forced overtime. Lost in overtime, 93-86, against a North Carolina team that went on to play for the national championship.
Yeah, and I remember that game vividly, John, and what an unbelievable effort by a really good Baylor team that was playing against maybe the hottest team in the tournament, North Carolina. Got it back, got it to overtime, completely out of gas.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was the difference.
Oh, what a great comeback. That was right here at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Not a huge crowd here today, but fun, responsive crowd. Great to see the Bruners that are here. Greg and Linda Bruner and Kyle Bruner, and the Rummages are here with them. So that suite where they're seated over there is a Chevy-owned suite. And the Bruners, you know, with Chevy City, they're in Stephenville. They asked for dibs on the suite, you know, or you can just kind of put in a request for it. They got it for this game today. Last time they were here in that suite.
Yes, I remember.
You know what I'm going to say.
That's right.
Chicago and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Right.
That's
in the Bruner suite.
You watched it from the suite.
Oh, it was pretty cool.
I saw it too.
That
Not
was
in the
fun.
suite.
Right.
That's
You were here.
I was here.
With
I'm
the
not-
Schmeltikoffs.
Not going to miss that. Yep. Back with the Schmeltikoffs today. And John, the Bears need free throws here. Yesufu will get a couple. Down by 7 other Bears. One of our keys of the game was can't let Louisville separate. And the way they're going to separate is by points off turnovers. The Bears have turned it over 3 times by the first media timeout, and Louisville has scored on each one of those turnovers.
And Tunde Yesufu shooting free throws out of the timeout. First one is short. That is the first miss today at the line. After Baylor was 15 of 15 in the first half. 1 of 2 by Yesufu. He hits the second one. And a timeout by Louisville, I think, because Baylor dropped that backcourt pressure on him. Is that what it was?
I think it was. And it's serious pressure. They're looking to get steals and force Louisville to mishandle the ball. So it was just a different look. And you're right, John. I think the different look just caught him off guard. And Khalifa, the inbound passer, called a timeout just to kind of reset.
So timeout on the floor. We'll step aside. 15:21 to play, second half. Cardinals lead the Bears 48-42. Back after this word from Toyota.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Our Courtside Cam is brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Check it out on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. That is our Courtside Cam to look right here to our broadcast location Not courtside today, but up mid-level. Not a bad spot at all. And that Bears need to get it going again, now trailing by 6.
They do. And most coaches will tell you the last 5 minutes of the first half, first 5 minutes of the second half, two of the more important segments of the game. And the Bears really struggled in each one of those segments. In fact, their largest lead of the half, they had 7-point lead with 3:37 to go in the half, and really struggled to score to finish the half. In fact, they were just one of their last 8 at the end of the half, and then came out in the second half, and having just turned it over 2 times in the first half, turned it over 3 by the first media timeout, and Louisville has been able to get the lead they now enjoy by points off those turnovers. And it was a tie ball game at halftime, and now the Bears are down by 6. Got to answer that. You know, familiar refrain in this game is got to keep it within striking distance. Can't let Louisville separate.
19 on the day by Michael Brown Jr., leading scorer for Louisville. 11 by Javon Hadley. Baylor's Tunde Yesufu, the only player in double figures at this point with 10 points. Louisville's ball out of the timeout. Here is Brown working on Yesufu, drives the paint. Left-hand layup is good.
Yeah, that's why they think he's a pro. I mean, everybody will tell you he can not only shoot from the three-point line, I mean, really dangerous. That time he gave you a good look at how he can dribble, drive, and finish at the rim.
8-point lead now, the biggest of the day for the Louisville Cardinals. For Baylor, down low, and a whistle and a foul. Let's see who this is on. Again, we may be a little delayed. Fouls on Michael Brown. A little delayed in identifying who the foul's on. We're a long way from the court. The foul is on Brown, his first of the day. First team foul on Louisville in the second half.
Yeah, Bears were able to score at the line in the first half. First free throw by Williams is good. In fact, they made all 15 of their free throw attempts in the first half. 15 of their 34 at the line. Trying to continue that here in the second.
It's actually the third team foul on Louisville here in the second half. Second free throw. Good. Bears have started another streak after that one miss. 2 free throws there by Isaac Williams.
Yeah, and now they are 20 of 21 at the line today. It's what's keeping them close.
50-44 is how close they are. Down by 6, 14:43 to play. Khalifa, left side, Najee on him. Outside to McNeely, head fake, gives to Khalifa, spins, extra pass, shot up and in. That was Kaysen Pryor we saw briefly in the first half. He gets another shot on the floor and gets his first 2 of the day.
Yeah, Khalifa is the best passing big man in college basketball. We saw him at BYU, and he does that really well.
Here's an entry pass to Tunde Yesufu. A Louisville player goes sprawling. And I guess that foul's going to be on Yesufu.
Yeah, he had to position himself to catch the ball. He was in the paint and had a chance to score down there, and the pass had to be on the money, but he was trying to just create a little bit of separation so that he could maneuver once he caught the ball. It was called for the offensive foul.
First of the day on Yesufu, third team foul on the Bears here in the second half. Cardinals ball, they lead by 8, 52-44. Khalifa flips the ball to Michael Brown Jr. Brown dribbles, looks for an opening, fires the pass right corner, 3 in the air, in and out. No, it did roll in. Couple of bounces on the rim. It's good by Adrian Woolley.
That's a great pass by Brown. He was double teamed up top, and it was a skip pass to the corner, just catch and shoot.
And the lead is 11 for Louisville, biggest of the day. First double-digit lead for either team. 55-44. Yesufu, baseline right, shot up, no good. Loose ball, scramble for it on the floor. Pryor and Yesufu. I think they tie it up here. And looks like it may stay with the Bears.
Yeah, and John, this is the point that we were talking about, have been talking about most of the game. Bears down by 11 now. Louisville's made its last 4 shots. The Bears have no field goals in the last 5 minutes of the ball game. This is a critical juncture in the game where the Bears have got to keep it close, got to get stops at the other end, and they've not been able to do that. We said before the game, you got to win possessions when you have to win possessions. They haven't won many here in the second.
I combination has the Bears down 11. Short shot clock inbounds. Williams 3, no. Najee goes up for the follow, and he is fouled. So a very short shot clock as the Bears put the ball in play. Isaac Williams knew it, put up a long 3 that wouldn't go.
Yeah, and they called this one on Najee.
Oh, and the foul is on Najee.
Yeah, and that's a good call. I mean, Najee was just using the left side of his body to keep other rebounders away from what was going to be an offensive rebound for Najee, and that's a foul all day.
So Louisville basketball leading by 11 over the Bears. Make it 13 on the drive. Layup by Conwell. 13-point lead for the Cardinals. Timeout, Scott Drew. The lead has ballooned to 13, 57-44. Louisville on top with 12:58 remaining.
Yeah, Bears just going to have to get stops, and that has been a real problem for them in terms of winning close games. In fact, they're number 107 in the country in defensive efficiency, and that's starting to show here.
I think just a 30-second timeout. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. Just a 30-second timeout. Bears pull those stools out and try to sit down. That's usually the indicator of whether it's a short timeout or a full-length one. Timeout called by Scott Drew. The run by Louisville now 7-0 over the last minute 31. And they've hit their last 5 shots from the floor.
Well, and look at this, John, the shot disparity. Louisville has taken 14 field goal attempts. Baylor has taken just 6.
Wow.
And they've made 9 of those 14. And I think the reason for that is Louisville doing really good job on the offensive glass. There aren't many defensive rebounds to be gotten because Louisville's shooting such a high percentage in the second half, and it's the turnover margin where the Bears have just fed the beast here in the second half and allowed Louisville to get a 13-point lead, and we're not even 8 minutes into the second half. Bears got to do something to change the complexion of this game, and I think they need to do it right now.
What was the turnovers at halftime? Did Baylor have just 2 in the first half?
Just 2.
Yeah. And they've got 6 now, so that's a big part of the Cardinals pulling this lead out from a tie game at halftime. Now, just 7 minutes 2 seconds into the second half, a 13-point lead.
Yeah, and John, it's 4 turnovers by the Bears here in the second half, and it is 7 points for Louisville off those turnovers. That's it. I mean, that really is the difference in the game. That's going to allow Louisville to create the separation they've now created. Points off turnovers have been really just an Achilles heel for this Baylor team all season long.
Well, the timeout extends because the officials are looking at the replay monitor looking for something. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe it was that entanglement there between Kason Pryor and James Najee. Probably had something to do with that. Huh. I am sorry, we don't know what it was, but it's Baylor's ball.
Well, and you know, when we're down there on the floor, sometimes you can overhear the conversation that if the officials are having one to the other or to the coaches.
Yeah.
We don't have that benefit today.
Yeah.
Kind of reading lips.
And we've got a stat monitor that doesn't really show what transpired there, but it is Baylor's ball down 13. Here we go. Bears shooting to the basket to our far right. As you listen along this afternoon, Isaac Williams dribbles on the right side. Gets in a double team, passes it up to Powell with 5 to shoot. Caden Powell outside to Yesufu. Step back, 3, no good. And the ball out of bounds and over to Baylor. Last touch by either Khalifa or Pryor.
You know, the Bears have done a really good job on the glass. I mean, 21-19, they're leading that battle. They now have 9 offensive rebounds in the game. Not a lot to show for those rebounds, but at a minimum, you want an extra shot at the bucket. They'll get that here with 20 on their shot clock.
Bears inbound. Obi Agnew drops it in to Caden Powell outside the arc. Give to Isaac Williams. Bears trailing by 13 to the 24th ranked Cardinals. 57-44. Agnew drives into the paint. Pull-up shot. No good. Boy, he got there, point-blank range, and he missed the shot. And then a foul in the backcourt. It is on Michael Ratai as he fouls Kason Pryor.
Yeah, well, with that foul, it at least killed a fast break opportunity for Louisville, and they've had a bunch of them. here in the second half. In fact, they have 13 fast break points, and they only had 4 at halftime. They're getting the ball in transition, and their transition offense is being fueled by Baylor turnovers.
That is team foul number 5 on the Bears in the second half. Remember, Baylor outscored Louisville at the free throw line in the first half, 15-2. And Baylor was 15 of 15 shooting free throws in the first half. Game that was tied at 34 at halftime. Here come the Cardinals. Drive, layup, rolls off, no good. Maybe a goaltend call, and I think it is a goaltend call on Caden Powell. So credit the layup to Adrian Woolley.
Yeah, the timeout comes at a good time. You just can't let Louisville separate. They've separated now. That lead is 15, and it happened quickly after we were tied at halftime. Bears got to right the ship, and they got to start getting stops. I still think, John, the Bears have enough offensive firepower to win this game, but Louisville's doing pretty much anything it wants to do on its offensive end here in the second half.
Cardinals on a 9-0 run. They've hit their last 6 shots from the floor. They lead Baylor by the largest margin today. With 11:52 to play, it's Louisville 59, Baylor 44. Back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Brought to you by Rudy's, a proud sponsor of Baylor Men's Basketball. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget Rudy serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m.
John, you talked about it earlier. This is the site, this arena, of a ferocious comeback by the Bears in the NCAA tournament against North Carolina. And they'll need, they're not as far down in this game as they were in that one, but still down by 15, 11:52 to go. They've got to start chipping away. And I think Ron Chen was the coach who said, Baylor coach who said, you can't win until you take losing out of the equation. And what he was saying is, until you quit helping the other team by turning the ball over, you really can't get to winning. That's where they are right now. And got to stop turning it over, but I think also got to start getting some stops. And plenty of time to do that. They'll have the ball coming out of the timeout down by 15.
Back to play, Bears ball. Isaac Williams brings it up against the defensive pressure of Ryan Conwell. Crosses the mid-court stripe, gets a step on him, and drives in and lays it in.
Yeah, just turned the corner on him and really didn't get any resistance all the way to the basket. That's the first one. Bears need to follow that up with a stop.
Williams really all the way up the floor for the lay-in, makes it 59-46. Now a steal of the entry pass by Obi Agbam. Feeds Isaac Williams, and Michael Ratai, and he lays it in.
And that's just what the doctor ordered. They get back-to-back buckets, got to stop in between, and now that lead is down to 11.
59-48, Cardinals lead, and they turn it over. Pass intended on the near side for Ali Khalifa. Over his head into the second row of the bench area. Turnover Cardinals. The Bears have it back.
That's right. So back-to-back stops. Bears got buckets out of that timeout. I think that was called by Coach Drew. And if they get a bucket here, John, that double-digit lead, 15, will go down into single digits.
Here's Isaac Williams working against the defense of Kobe Rogers. Dribbles outside the arc, gives to Cameron Carr. Carr needs to get heated up. Passes the ball to Caden Powell, top of the key. Puts the ball on the floor, looks to drive on Khalifa into the paint. Shot up, no good. Carr fighting for the rebound and a whistle and a foul. See if that was on the shot or on the rebound attempt.
Yeah, either way, great offensive rebound by Carr. He knew that shot was going up, and when he saw that, he got himself into rebounding position. And I think it was a foul. When Powell took the shot, he'll get a couple of free throws. That's where the Bears have been really good today.
Like 20 of 21 good at the free throw line for the Bears, 95%. Caden Powell, 4 of 4, make it 4 of 5.
But still, John, coming out of that timeout, a bit of a run. Bears looking for one here. They got back-to-back buckets, and see if Powell can get 1 of 2 here. And they were able to, in between those, win some possessions on their defensive side of the floor.
Second free throw is good. It's 59-49. Bears trail by 10. 10 minutes, 39 seconds on the clock in the second half. Bears facing the 24th ranked Louisville Cardinals. There's a drive by Javon Hadley. Shot's no good, but he was fouled. And Hadley will go to the free throw line for the first time today.
You know, it looks like the approach from Louisville has changed a little bit from what it was in the first half. They've taken just 2 3-point attempts in the second half, but those guards are able to start turning the corner. I say the guards and the wings, Hadley in this case, are able to just isolate themselves, go one-on-one, and work their way to the line.
Hadley, 76.5% free throw shooter in ACC play. First one is good. Again, his first trip to the line today. The Colorado transfer hits both of them. And the lead is back to 12, 61-49.
Yeah, after Louisville shot just 2 free throws in the first half, they've made all 6 of their attempts here in the second.
Isaac Williams for the Bears dribbles across the paint left to right, gives it back top of the key to Obi Agbem. Lost his footing and lost the ball. And it'll be a layup at the other end for Javon Hadley.
And there's another live ball turnover that turns into a bucket for Louisville. And now that lead is back up to 14. John, with just with the snap of your finger, Coach Drew's going to call a timeout. You can't let this continue. I think that's what this timeout's all about.
Man, oh man, just an unfortunate slip there by Agbem. Lost the ball. And the other end, Hadley's laying it in, and the Cardinals lead by 14 again. Timeout on the floor comes with 10:02 to play. Our score, the Louisville Cardinals 63, the Baylor Bears 49. You're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
Energy, passion, unforgettable moments. That's Baylor softball at Getterman Stadium. From walk-off wins to jaw-dropping defense, this team delivers excitement every time they take the field. And season tickets put you right in the middle of it. Lock in your seat for every pitch, every rally, and every big moment this spring. Season tickets guarantee your spot for marquee matchups against Texas, Texas A&M, and more. Get your Baylor softball season tickets now at BaylorBears.com. firstcentralcu.com/tickets.
Rookie home buyer? Slam dunk buying a home with First Central Credit Union. We are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Rates subject to change. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Yesufu under the bucket and an easy bank-in shot. So a nice play drawn up in that timeout huddle. Yesufu with a bucket. Pulls Baylor within 12 now, 63-51. Baylor is down. For Louisville, it's going to be a whistle and a foul, and it's on Isaac Williams. Isaac checking Ryan Conwell as he drove to the bucket. Isaac picks up his third personal foul, and Conwell goes to the line for the Cardinals.
Yeah, John, you called it. During that timeout, I think the timeout was all about Coach Drew understanding his team needed a bucket, and he just got them level set, called a play, got the ball where it needed to go, and Yesufu responded.
Conwell, good free throw shooter, 83% on the year. It's one of two. Missed the first one, got the second one. And it's 64-51. Louisville with the lead.
Yeah, still a lot of time to play, 9.5 minutes.
Isaac Williams drives in, gets to the paint, back outside to Carr, to Yesufu.
Wow.
Somehow, in a lot of traffic, he gets that shot to bank in.
Yeah, and you're going to see that a lot. I mean, Yesufu is their best opportunity to score. Now he gets a steal at the other end. Bears get it back.
Carr up the floor. He is bumped. No call. Ball taken away by Louisville. So the Bears had the steal, and they give it right back. Fire the pass to McNeely. Left side. Shot no good. Out of bounds. That was partially blocked by Cameron Carr.
Yeah.
That's why that ball missed by so much.
Yeah.
And again, a pretty athletic play to get a piece of that ball.
Yeah, it was. And he was a little bit slow getting back up the floor, but he's got the athletic ability to recover. I mean, McNeely has never missed a shot like that in his life.
Right.
That hit the side of the backboard, so you knew Carr had to get a piece of it.
McNeely, a Virginia transfer. Here's an inbounds for Louisville. And a whistle and a foul. Cam Carr, I think, is going to be whistled for a foul. I think they say he had a piece of Javon Hadley's jersey. Carr is saying it was just the opposite.
Yeah, well, and John, again, this game is being played at a pace that's a little slower than Louisville is accustomed to, and I think that works in Baylor's favor. But now, again, with 8:55 to play, you just got to start making a move. And the Bears got a little bit of a run going after the timeout that Coach Drew called. They were able to mix some stops in there as well, but you got to string those together to be able to start cutting this lead. And again, avoid the separation that Louisville, again, is able to stay at a double-digit lead. And at some point, sooner than later, Bears have got to start chipping away.
Foul on Carr was his first, team's 8th in the half. Puts Javon Hadley at the free throw line where he hits a couple more. Cardinals trying to turn the tables on the Bears foul-wise in the second half. Take advantage of 2 free throws there. They lead by 13, 66-53. Baylor ball, Obi Agbum, top of the key, angles to the left side. Back to Yesufu straight away. Which way is he gonna go? Goes left. Passes left side, 3 in the air, no good by Ratai. And the rebound pulled down by Michael Brown. In a hurry, here come the Cardinals. Brown is laying it up, it's no good, partially blocked in there.
That's a great play. I think it was Najee again that got a piece of that ball. Great minutes in this game for Najee.
Yesufu, long 3, left wing, shot no good. One and done for the Bears. Louisville basketball. Michael Brown has it outside the arc on the right side. He'll run a little clock here. 8-minute mark, second half. Louisville leading by 3. A game that was, by 13. A game that was tied at halftime. Now Michael Brown working on Mikey Ratai. He'll drive, turns around, tried to pass it. lost, stolen away by Yesufu. Saves the ball inbounds to Isaac Williams, goes by his defender for the lay-in.
Yeah, that was all fueled by the steal at the other end. Tunde Yesufu, who leads for the entire season, leads the Big 12 in steals, and he's got 3 today. That was his third.
66-55, Bears down by 11. Javon Hadley on the left wing, Agbam on him defensively. Hadley dribbles with his offhand, passes cross court. Now back outside it comes. Shot up, missed badly, long rebound. That was a miss by Michael Brown. Isaac Williams the other way to Yesufu. Baseline jumper is in.
That's why he's got the green light, and every time Baylor crosses the half-court line with the ball, they are looking to Tunde Yesufu, and behind the 16 points from Yesufu in the game, Bears have got it down to 66-57. Plenty of time left in this game, 6:56 to play.
Timeout called by Pat Kelsey and the Louisville Cardinals. Baylor on a bit of a run. Bears have hit 6 of their last 8 from the floor. They've climbed to within single digits with 6 minutes, 56 seconds to play. It's Louisville 66, Baylor 57 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bears have climbed back within 9, 66-57. Still time to continue that comeback here in the second half. Next up for the Bears after today, we're headed to the Little Apple. Play the K-State Wildcats on Tuesday. Boy, Coach Jerome Tang kind of at the end of his rope after that loss to Cincinnati earlier this week.
Yeah, be a bit of a Baylor reunion.
Yeah, very
up there.
much so.
Matt Driscoll,
Yeah.
now on the staff. Bill Peterson. Yep. Well, in this one, John, the Bears have hopped on the back of Tunde Yesufu. He got 12 points in the second half. And we talked about that third steal he got right before the timeout. He is the only Division I freshman this season to be averaging at least 15 points a game and 2 steals per game. Leads the Big 12 in total steals for the entire season, but he has been great. In fact, he's given the Bears the chance that they now have, down by 9, 6:56 to play, and a couple of points in the second half where it looked like Louisville was going to be able to separate beyond reach, and Yesufu's kept them in this one. Plenty of time left.
Yeah, 6:56, that's a lot of time as the Bears can score points in rapid fashion. Need some stops, and they've had a couple of those lately, so see if they can continue coming out of the timeout. Bears come back on the floor with Isaac Williams, Caden Powell, Tunde Yesufu, Cameron Carr, Michael Ratai. It's going to be Louisville's ball out of the timeout. Ryan Conwell inbounding near side court, right in front of Coach Kelsey and the Louisville bench. Drops the ball inbounds to Michael Brown. Brown leading scorer today. He's got 21 on the afternoon. There's a give and go to Conwell, and he lays it in.
Well, and that was a play that Pat Kelsey, the Louisville coach, drew up, and they ran it to perfection. Yesufu not only is doing the work at the offensive end, he's guarding Brown at Louisville's offensive end.
Lead back to 11, 68-57. Drive into the paint by Isaac Williams. He is fouled. Well, let's see if they give him shots here. Nope, going to say he was not in the act of shooting. Foul, I believe, is on Ali Khalifa, the one-time BYU Cougar. Man, you mentioned it. For a big man, a really good passer.
Elite passer.
Yeah.
I mean, for any player on the floor, maybe the best passer out there right now at 7 feet tall, sees the floor pretty well.
That was not on him. It was on Hadley. That's his third. Inbounds it comes to Williams, and he is bumped on the perimeter. That'll be a foul on Michael Brown.
That's right, and that's one foul away for the bonus for Baylor, and they've been great at the line today. They made 21 of 23, and when you're trying to play catch-up, and they are here, it's good to be able to get to the free throw line and continue to decrease that deficit without losing time on the clock.
Second personal on Brown. Bears inbound. Caden Powell on the pass from Carr. Banker right side. No, but a foul.
That's good.
Wow. That one will be on Ali Khalifa.
That's a great play by Caden Powell. He never got out of control and got himself in a position to score where the defender had to foul him to keep him from laying one in. That's going to get Powell to the line, and it gets Baylor into the bonus with 6:21 to play.
That is 3 personals on Khalifa. Powell's first free throw is good.
It's good.
Boy, what a day the Bears are having at the line, and they're going to need it. They're going to need every bit of that.
That's their chance. And Powell, we said before the game, has turned into more of a scorer. Gets this one down. He's got 9 in the game, and the Bears are looking for him, not running their offense through him.
Second one, no good. Fight for the rebound, knocked around, and finally controlled. Nope, Khalifa had it, knocked out of his hands to Tunde Yesufu.
Yeah, another steal for Yesufu. That's 4 now for him in the game.
So the Bears keep it their half of the floor. Now the officials stop play, and I'm not sure what that is about. I think they were checking the shot clock because
yeah, you're right, John.
The ball was knocked around. Did he have it? Did he not have it? Should it have reset?
Yeah, was there a change of possession?
Right.
And it looked like Louisville had it, and then Yesufu took it away. And that would have been, it is a change of possession. That's a good call by the officials to stop it and get it right, because it was going to be 14 on the shot clock. Now it's 24 on the shot clock for the Bears as they inbounded underneath their own basket.
Trailing by 10, 68-58 are the Bears, 6:06 to play. Oh my gosh, inbounds off of Caden Powell, who wasn't ready for the pass. Out of bounds turnover, Baylor.
Yeah, that's a tough turnover. Not a live ball turnover, but it squanders an opportunity for the Bears to score down by 10 with 6:05 to play.
So Louisville has the ball back. Michael Brown will walk it across the mid-court stripe, the Dickies logo here at Dickies Arena. Now turn on the Jets and drive and lay it in with his left hand.
And that's maybe the best offensive player on the floor, Brown, going against the best defensive player on the floor, Yesufu, and Brown won that battle.
The lead is 12. 70-58, Louisville on top. Yesufu gives to Cam Carr. Nice pass, cutting to the basket. Michael Ratai lays it in.
Great pass by Carr. He had to thread the needle. It was a back cut by Ratai and executed beautifully.
Now, being up here, we saw that play develop very nicely. Maybe better than if we were at courtside.
That's a tough pass.
Here's a drive again by Brown. Kicks, right corner. 3 is in by Javon Hadley.
That's what makes Brown such a great player. Not only has he scored the ball, he's got 23. That is his 6th assist of the game.
73-60. And Baylor comes back. They've got a bucket and a foul, a chance at a three-point play.
Unbelievable play by Isaac Williams. He's been doing it all day. Just power dribbles into the lane, totally unafraid, and was able that time to maneuver a shot somehow. He was going to get a lot of contact. He got it, was able to finish the play. Now he's a chance for a three-point play, and that comes at a critical time in this game. Bears have to stay within striking distance. A made free throw can get it to 10.
14 and counting on the day for Isaac Williams. Make it 15 as he hits the free throw. Foul was on Ali Khalifa. That is his fourth. 3-point play pulls the Bears back within 10. Now they'll press in the backcourt. Broken easily by Conwell. Conwell turned it over. Brought it up, pressured by Isaac Williams, dribbling right on the side court, and he just lost the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, and that was the pressure from Williams that forced the turnover. What a good 2 or 3 minutes of play. Great span by Isaac Williams in this game on both sides of the floor. Bears now, John, can get into single digits, under 5 to play. Big possession.
10th turnover today by the Cardinals. Baylor has 9. Tunde Yesufu looks to drive. Leaner right side, no. Tip, no. A whistle and a foul. The tip by Michael Ratai. Was he fouled on the attempt? It looks like he was. Foul's going to go against one of the Louisville Cardinals.
Yeah, and John, we talked about the strength that Baylor has on the glass on their offensive end of the floor. This is a really good offensive rebounding team. That is their 11th offensive rebound of the game, and they have a chance here to get second chance points if Ratai can get a couple of free throws here.
Pat, the foul was on Ryan Conwell. That's his third. Free throw good. Michael Ratai's first free throw today on maybe a near record-setting free throw shooting day by the Bears.
Yeah. I mean, right now, 24 of 27, and the Bears are getting points from somebody not named Carr or Agbum. They've got 15 from Williams, and Ratai is looking for 12 here.
Wow. Agbum does not have a field goal today. All 4 of his points from the free throw line. But here's Ratai looking for point number 12. Won't get it there. Short, but Isaac Williams chases down the loose ball. Drives under the bucket, feeds Carr in the right-hand corner. Carr covered up, passes back outside to Ratai. Here's again with another opportunity. Their half of the floor, down by 9 to the Cardinals. A drive by Cam. Carr bumps into Khalifa. To the floor, no good. On the layup, but then on the rebound, Caden Powell is whistled for a foul.
You know, it's just not Carr's afternoon. He's 1 for 9 from the floor, has just 5 points, well below his average. And that time he was just trying to do what he does best, take the ball hard to the rim, draw contact. He got contact, he just didn't get the foul. And that's another opportunity the Bears really just left on the floor there. Had a chance to make that a 3-point possession, or with a 3, a 4-point possession, and they come away empty.
Foul is on Caden Powell. That is his third today. Puts Michael Brown at the free throw line, where he's 5 of 5 today. And misses it, won't get the bonus. And a whistle, or no, a lane violation.
I think it is.
Yeah.
That's a killer, John.
Oh, man, he missed the free throw.
Just a killer. I didn't see who the lane violation was on. This is a guy that doesn't miss many free throws, and he missed the front end of a 1-and-1. And the lane violation is going to give him another opportunity.
Killer.
Killer.
So Michael Brown, who doesn't need a second chance, gets one here. Brown sitting at 23 points on the day. There's 24, and he'll get the bonus.
And think about the swing. So that was a missed free throw, defensive rebound by the Bears, opportunity to go score. Lane violation gives Louisville more chances at the line. The first one from Brown is good. He'll get another one. That is at least a 4-point swing.
Second one's good. Given new life, he hits 2 free throws. Lead is back to 11. 75-64, Louisville leads over Baylor. 4 minutes, 23 seconds and counting. Non-conference game, final non-conference game for any Big 12 school this year here on February 14th. Drive by Yesufu, layup no. Offensive rebound, put back attempt by Powell won't go, but he is fouled.
Yeah, and that's going to put Baylor in the double bonus for the remainder of the game. And they've been able to do a lot of damage at the line in this game, even in the second half. Now, wait a minute.
I thought it was a foul. Maybe it just went out of bounds.
Yeah, maybe it did.
Because they're not shooting free throws. It is Baylor's ball. Inbounds to Williams. To Ratai. Ratai outside gives back to Isaac Williams. Williams will drive. Little fadeaway. 15-footer is good. Right side.
I mean, he's done it all. He's done it on both sides of the floor. Big bucket by Williams to get the lead again, back into single digits, 75-66. He's got 17.
Bears can't get any closer than 9. They've been there several times. It's 9 now with 3:40 to play. Michael Brown dribbles back between the rings near midcourt. Brown content to run some clock, now put the play in motion. Play happens to be him driving and scoring.
That's right. I mean, everybody in the arena knew what was coming. And, John, he shot that shot coming off of a ball screen left-handed.
Wow.
Kissed it off the glass.
Wow. 77-66 is the lead. Short jumper by Isaac Williams is no good. Rebound Conwell for Louisville. So the Bears down 11. Louisville has the ball. 3:07 to play. Timeout on the floor. 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in this game. Bears can get it to single digits, Pat, like 9, and then just can't get any closer.
That's a great point, John. They had a chance to get it to maybe even 7 and an unforced turnover, and then were able to recover from that, come to the other end of the floor, and have a lane violation that allows Louisville to get two points when otherwise they would have come away empty, and now the lead's at 11. Bears running out of time with 3:05 to go.
Cardinals ball when we come back. 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Louisville leads Baylor 77-66 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Let's go, Central Texas. President's Day sales event means big savings on brand new vehicles at Allen Samuels in Waco. Check out the all-new, completely redesigned 2026 Jeep Cherokee, and don't miss the all-new Dodge Charger 6-pack, because that 6-pack is built to run fast and hard. From everyday capability to pure performance, now is the time to buy and save big at Allen Samuels, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Alongside Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, I'm John Morris. Dr. Van Goodall now at the controls in our network studios. We appreciate you wherever you might be listening today. A reminder again, Baylor baseball, because of rain in Central Texas, they pushed today's Game 2 of their season opening series against New Mexico State to 6:30 tonight. So 6:15 pregame, 6:30 first pitch tonight from Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark.
Well, in this game, 3:05 to play. Bears have just been trying to get it to 7 or 5 and just haven't been able to do that. They're down 11 right now. And John noticed, kind of surprised that I haven't noticed earlier, Bears are just 2 of 18 from a three-point line. When you're trying to beat the number 24 team in the country, don't have to make all of them, but you got to make more than 2 out of 18. Still an opportunity. Bears got to start winning possessions here if they're going to have a chance to win this game. Louisville with the ball.
Cardinals ball out of the timeout, under 3 minutes to go. Bears down by 11. Here's a drive by Conwell, gets to the paint, spins, puts the shot up, and it's no good, but he was fouled by Isaac Williams.
Yeah, and those guards are a handful. We knew that coming in. Louisville does the vast majority of their points from those 3 guards, and today it's been Brown and Conwell. And when they've needed a bucket, they've just given those guards a little head start with the ball screen and let them go to work. And they are doing some damage here in the second half at the line. That made free throw by Conwell gets them up to 12 of 13 at the line in the second half.
Yeah, they're kind of turning the tables, aren't they, on the Bears? From Baylor in the first half, Baylor was 15 of 15. Second one's good by Conwell. And the lead is 13 for the Cardinals, 79-66. Out of conference today, back in Big 12 play for the Bears on Tuesday. Take on Kansas State. Home next Saturday, hosting Arizona State in Foster Pavilion. Still 2.5 minutes to play here. Cameron Carr on the perimeter, fires it right side to Agbum, up with a three that is no good. Bears just can't buy a three-pointer this afternoon.
You know, and that pass from Carr was just a little off. It was not on target, and Agbum, had it been in his numbers, it was just catch and shoot. He had to move and go get it.
Here's Brown in a trap as Baylor runs into him to double team him, and he tries to pass it cross court, and it goes out of bounds to a young Louisville fan on the first row. So a turnover by the Cardinals. There's inbound. Agbum drops it inbounds to Isaac Williams. Williams drives baseline, reverse layup. Shot no good. Try for the block. Ended up in a foul by Michael Brown.
You know, and Williams has been one of the bright spots today, no doubt. And think, John, about the progression and the improvement that he has made since November. In fact, go all the way back to July when we saw him play for the first time. He is a completely different player and has shown the ability to really score the ball today. He has 17, looking for 2 more here.
First one rims out, no good by Isaac Williams. He had been 3 of 3 at the stripe this afternoon. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to play. Cardinals lead by 13. Another free throw coming for Isaac Williams, who's turned himself into an indispensable player for the Bears.
Yes. I mean, Bears were looking for a true point guard to just be the rudder of the ship for them, and he's been that guy today, no doubt. He's been great.
79-67. Deep pass on the inbounds. Khalifa chases it down. James Najee is back out there. Now they pitch it back out near midcourt to Michael Brown to run some clock. Put the ball in the hands of Ryan Conwell. Under 2 minutes to play. Conwell to Brown. They just play keep away here, and they throw it away. Pass to the near side of the court went into the Louisville bench.
Yeah, I mean, the Baylor defense today, for the most part, has been winnable. I mean, holding Louisville to 79 is a team that scores almost 90 a game. I mean, you can win at that rate, and at a time where they've got to get stops, they get their first one.
79-67 is the lead for Louisville. Minute 38 to play. 3 by Isaac Williams, left wing, no good. Najee battles for the loose ball, can't get it. Yesufu does. To Carr for 3, no good. Back iron, and another offensive rebound by Tunde Yesufu. Give to Carr, drives in, contact, no foul. And then Carr tries to foul in the backcourt, a little frustrated, and he picks up personal foul number 2.
You know, I said it earlier, it's just not been Carr's day, and his game is to do exactly what he just did, but he's got to get a call. He did not get that one, and it's hard for Baylor to win when Carr's scoring just 5 as he's done today. He is 1 of 11 from the floor, and in every game that he's played, he's had a target on his back, and today has been no exception.
So the foul on Carr puts Javon Hadley at the free throw line for the Cardinals. Hadley had 7 points at halftime, now 20 in the game, one of 3 double-digit scores for Louisville. Baylor led in scoring by Isaac Williams with 18, Yesufu with 16, Michael Ratai has 11.
Yeah, and a couple of the guys that really needed to score, Carr and Agbum. Agbum with just 4 in the ball game. Bears have gotten points from everybody that has played today, but again, it's hard to win without the scoring punch provided by those 2 guys typically.
One of 2 free throws by Conwell. It's 80-67, 13-point lead for Louisville. Drive by Williams, gets to the bucket and lays it in.
Another big bucket by Williams. He's been able to get to the rim almost at will all afternoon.
80-69 is the score. Bears still scraping at the ball, trying to get a steal. Final minute now, Bears down by 11. Pass back to midcourt. Going for the ball, not necessarily intentionally fouling to stop the clock, but there is a foul on Obi Agbem as he fouls Michael Brown.
Yeah, Williams had an opportunity or two, didn't take it because he's got 4 fouls. I think he was waiting for Agbem to come commit that foul. I think now 47 seconds to play. You don't worry about that anymore. If Williams fouls out, he just does. You got to kill the clock.
Third personal on Agbem. Michael Brown back to the stripe, where he is perfect today, 8 of 8. And you say, well, he missed one earlier. He did, but Baylor had a lane violation, so it doesn't count as a missed free throw.
Yeah, and John, that lane violation came on the heels of an unforced error turnover by the Bears, where they had a great opportunity to cut that lead and just missed on both of those with some mistakes that you just can't afford to make against number 24 in the country.
2 free throws makes it 82-69, 39 seconds to go. James Najee tears the rim down with a dunk.
Yeah, he's got 7 on the day. Really his best effort in a Baylor uniform.
82-71 is the score. And that's a turnover by Louisville. Trying to get the ball, break the Baylor press, threw it away. Far side of the court, Dave Pasch, Sean Farnham doing TV today for ESPN. So Baylor has the ball back, trailing by 11, 30 seconds remaining. Isaac Williams to Yesufu. 3-point territory. Shot up, no good. Leaned in a little bit too much trying to draw contact there, and his shot was off. And the Cardinals have the ball. They can run out the final 13 seconds here and not have to put it up again. Dribbling on the right side, Michael Brown circles back outside, won't take another shot. He'll wind out the final seconds, and Louisville comes to Fort Worth, Texas, and wins this non-conference February matchup today. Final score, Louisville 82, Baylor 71.
John, the Bears, I thought, played fairly well. There were just a couple of spells during the game, and really it was the last 5 minutes of the first half, the first 5 minutes of the second half, that I think when you look back at this game, that was their undoing. They allowed, at the end of the first half, Louisville to come back, tie it at halftime, after the Bears were up by 7, 3:42 to play in the first half, and then Louisville just made a statement by the first media timeout of the second half. Bears had to play catch-up, just could never do that.
Bears fall to 13-12 on the season. They remain 3-9 in Big 12 play. Louisville runs their record to 19-6. They remain 8-4 in the ACC. Cardinals win their 5th game in a row on the season. They have won 7 of 8, and they win today over Baylor, 82-71, the final. Stay with us. The First Central Credit Union postgame show is coming up next. Keep it here on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business.
Hey, John,
In Waco,
we are a break ahead, so I can make this an extended break, or I can go right into the postgame open now.
Families is one of their favorite things.
Okay, I'll just combine them.
Nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient...
After this one, you'll only need to do 2 breaks.
Banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life.
Yeah.
Member FDIC.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union post-game show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back inside Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Bears fall today to the Louisville Cardinals, 82-71, the final score. Welcome into the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Pat, tie game at halftime, 34-34. Bears had hit 15 of 15 free throws at the half, only had 2 turnovers at halftime, and things turned a little ugly early in the second half, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, think about that, John. Tied at halftime, and at the 11:54 mark in the second half, 8 minutes into the second half, Louisville had gotten that lead up to 15.
Yeah.
And that was their largest lead of the ball game. And then at that point, we said before the game, Baylor couldn't let Louisville separate, because then you're having to play catch up, and that's just a bad situation to be in. And I thought it was the turnovers by the Bears to start the second half. I think they had 4 by the first media time out of the second half. Louisville scored on each one of those. Points off turnovers were the undoing against BYU. I think that was the biggest difference in the game today, at least in terms of Louisville establishing momentum in the second half, and they never relinquished it.
82-71 the final. We've got final stats to share with you, courtesy of statbroadcast.com. So, Pat, share the final stats with our listeners.
Yeah, well, the Bears shot it at just 37%, and a big negative in the game, and a number that just had to be higher for the Bears to have a chance to win was 3-point shooting. Bears just 2 of 22 at the 3-point line. You're not going to beat 24 in the country shooting like that. Bears did shoot the ball really well at the free throw line, 25 of 30 for the ball game. Louisville shot it at 56%, and in the second half they were great. They made 15 of 23 shots in the second half. They made 8 of 18 from a 3-point line, 18 of 20 for the ball game at the line in the second half. They made 16 of 18, so the Bears had to put them at the line, and they were able to respond there. Individual scoring looks like this. Baylor got a breakout day from Isaac Williams. I mean, he was just terrific. 20 points. He had 3 assists in the ball game, couple of rebounds, and 16 points for Tunde Yesufu. Yesufu also had 4 rebounds in the ball game, and then the only other double-digit score was Mikey Ratai. He had 11, 4 big rebounds for him. Other than that, Agbam and Carr combined for 9 points. Really hard for the Bears to win when those 2 guys aren't getting into double digits. It was just a rough day for both of them. Going to have that over a 30-game schedule. Caden Powell was great, 8 points, 3 rebounds in the ball game, and then 7 points. I thought maybe a breakout game for James Najee. 7 points, 4 rebounds in the ball game, made all 3 of his free throws. That gets the Bears up to 71 in the ball game. Louisville got damage from 3 different players. In fact, Brown and Hadley combined for 49 of their 82. Brown with 29, Hadley with 20, and then Ryan Conwell with 14. The only other double-digit score for Louisville in the ball game. McNeely had a bucket, Frew with 8, Pryor with a bucket. Looks that way up and down the roster. 7 for Woolley. But again, just I thought the turnovers, we'll look at those really quickly. Bears turned it over just 9 times in the game, but 7 turnovers in the second half. And for the ball game, Louisville got 18 points off those 9 turnovers, 13 points off 7 turnovers in the second half, and that to me was a major difference in the ball game. Louisville turned it over 14 times. Bears with 13 points off those turnovers. Total rebounds favored the Bears, 30-29. Bears with 15 defensive rebounds, 15 offensive rebounds, just 7 second chance points to show for that. But again, the Bears flexed those offensive rebounding muscles in this ball game. Bears with 36 points in the paint, Louisville with 40. And that was a disparity in Baylor's favor in the first half. Baylor got half of its points in the first half in the lane and weren't able to continue that in the second. Fast break points favored Louisville. Off those turnovers, 18-7. Block shots, Baylor had 5, 4 for Louisville in this game. Bears with 10 assists and Louisville with 18 in this ball game. Bears led in the ball game by 7. Their last lead was at 7, or their largest lead. Their last lead was 1 point with 19 seconds to go at the end of the first half. So, again, just not room for error for Baylor to win a game against number 24 in the country. And I think some key mistakes. I'm thinking back, John, to the unforced error and then followed up by a lane violation. If the Bears able to capitalize, get a bucket when they turned it over, defensive rebound, get a bucket at the other end, I think that gets that lead to single digits where the Bears have a realistic shot of winning this game. Just wasn't able to happen.
Yep, 82-71 the final. Louisville wins it over Baylor. We'll continue with more on the First Central Credit Union post-game show in a moment. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. We're also brought to you by Premier ER and Urgent Care, the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary. Just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Back live from Fort Worth after this as we continue on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Follows an 82-71 loss by the Bears to the Louisville Cardinals here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the President's Day sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, and the choice is yours. Drive home a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler Sahara or Rubicon with $10,000 off MSRP. Ford owners get an extra $2,000 in bonus savings, or step up to a 2025 Jeep Gladiator and tag $12,000 off MSRP. Inventory's moving fast and selections are getting thin, so don't wait. Hurry to Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
You just need one more break after this one.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
following an 82-71 loss by the Bears to the Louisville Cardinals today here in Fort Worth. First half of a home-and-home, which will actually be a neutral and neutral site matchup next year. We'll see. Rumors are might play this game in Nashville next year to be Louisville's choice. We're also brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Check scores around the Big 12. We are out of conference, but plenty of big matchups today in the league. And wanted to keep an eye on, Pat, in Provo. We saw how good BYU was the other night when they won in Waco. They are in overtime against Colorado. And BYU, 22nd in the nation, now lead the Buffs 89-84, but in overtime from the Marriott Center.
And that's not an easy place to win
No.
at all, or to even get into overtime. We did that a year ago, and that is a very tall mountain to climb.
One other game in progress, West Virginia and UCF tied at 10 very early in that game. Finals from earlier. Top 10 matchup at Hilton Coliseum in Ames. The homestanding Cyclones knock off the Kansas Jayhawks big. 74-56 the final score as the Iowa State goes to it's either 13-0 or 14-0 on their home floor this season. Houston, number 3 in the nation, beats Kansas State 78-64 in Houston. Baylor will play at K-State coming up on Tuesday. TCU goes overtime and wins on the road at Oklahoma State 95-92. Really good win for the Horned Frogs there. Coming up later, Texas Tech plays at Arizona. Tech number 16 in the nation. Arizona number 1 in the nation, but coming off the loss Monday in Lawrence to the Jayhawks. That game comes up this evening at 5:30, it looks like, for Texas Tech at Arizona. Yep, 5:30 this afternoon. One game tomorrow, Utah at Cincinnati. Baylor women play a rare Sunday game. They will play tomorrow at UCF, 1 o'clock Central Time tomorrow for the Baylor women versus UCF. Take a break. Still to come. We hope to visit with Coach Ron Sanchez, assistant coach Ron Sanchez, and maybe even Mikey Ratai here postgame, but we do have more to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. We invite you to stay with us. Follows an 82-71 loss to the Louisville Cardinals today here in Fort Worth, and we'll continue with more right after this.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears!
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in-network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
At Magnolia Realty, award-winning agents set the bar for professionalism and excellence. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Magnolia's full-service brokerage will guide you through every step of the process with expert industry knowledge. Their agents are fully invested in learning your story and customizing the real estate experience to suit your stage of life. Magnolia Realty has been serving cities across Texas since 2007, including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected or learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 82-71 the final. Bears fall to Louisville, and really pleased to have Michael Ratai join us up here in our perch following the game today. Thanks for coming up here. We appreciate it, and tough game for you guys this afternoon.
Yeah, like you said, it was a tough game. I feel like we did a really good job. Mostly for the first half defensively, we executed our game plan. Obviously, shooting 2 for 22 against such a good team makes stuff really rough, especially from three-point line. So we had to play catch-up a little bit the whole last couple minutes, so it was definitely tough for us.
Majority of the first half, things were going really well for you. It looked like the sets were working well. You only had 2 turnovers in the first half. You hadn't missed a free throw. A lot of good things in the first half.
Yeah, like you said, first half was amazing for us. We were emphasizing not turning the ball over because we know Louisville plays 11 guys, so they rotate a lot. They try to play fast. So we try and take care of the ball so they can't do that. And we did that. Our goal was to hold them to 34 points. What we did exactly, hold them to 34 points. Made all free throws. I mean, besides struggling from three-point line, our first half was really good. Yeah.
Well, and a bright spot in the game, you guys, again, out-rebounded your opponent 30-29. You did a lot of the heavy lifting on the glass. It's something you guys – offensive rebounding is something that's just a staple of Baylor basketball. But defensive rebounding, you guys are really starting to get it going.
Yeah, I mean, the coaches do a great job emphasizing how important that is, especially we're down to 7 players, so we got to do a good job rebounding the ball. Against a team like this too, like if they score high, if they score a lot of points to win the games, that's how it is for Louisville. So we can't give them second chance points. We can't let them get 2-3 offensive rebounds in a row, and we did a really good job with that too. So we would just could have cut out some of the early transition points in the second half. We would have looked really good. Well,
and I'm just curious, are you familiar with Sananda Fru? Did you guys play against each other in Germany?
Played together, actually.
Oh, did you really?
Okay. Played together, yeah.
Yeah. Did you have a chance to speak with him a little bit?
Yeah, we chatted for like 30 seconds before prayer after
right.
the game. I mean, he's a really talented, great guy. Played professional last year in Germany. Was amazing over there, and then came to Louisville. Really good kid. Really, I mean, amazing player. Talented. Yeah.
How different was this for you guys to play a non-conference game at this point in the season?
I thought we were all pretty locked in. I mean, I didn't think there was a big difference between playing Big 12 or the ACC right now. Obviously, the play style's a little different. They're trying to play more like play fast. The Big 12, you have more heavy bodies who just all crash the board. So I think that favored us today, actually, that we're a Big 12 team and playing against the ACC school. But yeah, I feel like it was amazing atmosphere. I mean, we had all our fans here, which was great. So I think we came to the right approach, but didn't get the result we wanted.
Yeah. Well, back at it, back in the Big 12, headed to Manhattan to play Kansas State. That's a really key game for you guys on Tuesday.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we all know what's going on with Kansas State right now. So we definitely want to get our win on the road against them and don't make them get their momentum going so we can get our momentum going for our last couple of games in the Big 12.
Yep, very good. Hey, really appreciate you coming up here. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Thanks,
Michael
Mikey.
Ratai, 11 points, 4 rebounds on the day. We appreciate him visiting with us at our perch here as we continue on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Associate head coach Ron Sanchez will join us now, and Coach's postgame comments brought to you by Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. And, Coach, thank you for making the trek up here to visit with us. Just talking to Mikey about, boy, a lot of good things, especially in the first half of this game today.
Absolutely. I think that the game plan was accurate. We wanted to hold them under 35 points for the half because any games that they played under 70, teams had a chance to beat them. I think they only had one victory where they scored under 70, so we knew that was kind of the magic number. Coming off the last game where they scored over 100 points, we knew that it was a very powerful offensive team, and we knew that Brown was a special shooter. I think he scored 40-plus points 45 the last game, and I think he was 10 for 16 from 3. So we knew he had, range to open up the floor and to create for others, and we knew that Khalifa could impact the game with hitting cutters, and we did a really good job in a lot of those areas. Unfortunately, we couldn't match that with a good shooting night. To go 2 for 22 from the three-point line against the top 25 team in the country. You would think that the score would be, a lot more separation there. You would think that we would be down by 20 or 30, early on. But because we rebounded well, I think we had 15 offensive rebounds because we limited our turnovers. We only had 9. Some came at a crucial time, and we shot the free throws really well. That kind of kept us in the game. With those intangible components of the game really helped us today.
Seems like, Coach, in terms of just segments of the game that you'd kind of like to have back, last 3.5 minutes of the first half, first 5 minutes of the second.
Absolutely. The first 5, giving up transition baskets, high percentage shots after you score.
Right.
Those are the ones that really hurt you. And if we did a phenomenal job in the first half of making sure we guarded well and set the tone and set the pace for the numbers that we wanted to give up, the beginning of the second half was the polar opposite of that. We gave up too many transition baskets. We gave them high percentage shots. We turned the ball over. So all the things that we just talked about, we didn't do well in the first 5 minutes of the game. The last 10 minutes, we picked it up again, and that's our growth, our maturity, our understanding that, when you're playing against a really good team, you have to not only do it early, but you have to sustain that level of commitment to the plan for the whole 40. 35 doesn't give you 36. That you got to literally have 40 minutes of following the game plan, taking care of the basketball, rebounding well, taking great shots, and not beating yourself with some of those things on the floor.
I heard from a really smart coach named Ron Sanchez that you can't win till you take losing out of the equation. And to me, it's those turnovers, right? They had 13 points off our turnovers the second half.
Absolutely. I mean, you take the transition after made baskets. We should be able to control that. And then you limit the turnovers that lead to transition baskets. That probably cuts down into between 15, 16, 17, 18 points of the game. And now you're playing in an even kind of setting. We forced them to play in the half court. They wanted to play fast. They wanted to get transition threes. We did limit that part of their game. They had to play different today for a while, and then they dictated the pace of the game. We, in the first half, definitely dictated the tempo, the kind of shots, etc. But like you said, those last 3 minutes of the first half, we had a 7-point lead, and they shrunk it. We should not have been tied. I mean, we should have extended that lead. And I know we're limited numbers, and sometimes as you get deeper into the half, of the first half or the second half, fatigue definitely plays a role in it. So I don't want to take anything away from our guys. They fight hard. They play hard. The fact that we are, down to 7 healthy guys definitely impacts the results of some plays that are just energy plays. And we just have to continue to learn and grow and battle through some of those things.
How'd you feel about your defense overall today?
The first half, I honestly, I think it was excellent. We just talked about eliminating, the things that cause you to lose, taking care of the basketball. Those things impact certain things. Quality shots, limiting the number of bad shots that you take also it impacts transition. But I think overall, considering our lack of depth in the guard play and in the interior, I think that the first half was really good. So if you take away those first 5 minutes, when I watch the game, I'll know more. So, what we're going to do is we're going to celebrate the things we did well. We're going to coach those up. We're going to look at the things that we did poorly, and we're going to attack those in practice and get a little better. It's not like we can practice for 3 hours with the number of guys that we have and the quick turnaround. So we have to be really smart and go right to the point and not lose ourselves in minutia of things that other people can lose themselves in. We got to go right to the point. We got to attack it, and we got to fix it.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, quick question, Coach, about it looked like James Najee took a step today. Did you see it that way?
Absolutely. I think that James took a step forward today, showed flashes. Again, back to him, he's still getting his conditioning. I think that Mikey Ratai had his better, a game versus a quality opponent today. I think he was efficient and did some really good things. Obviously, Tunde is continuing to play well. I think Isaac had a really good performance after being in foul trouble and still impacted the game in a very positive way. Unfortunately for us today, Cam didn't have one of his nights, and neither did Obi. So, they're kind of our three-headed monster, and when those three don't play well together, it becomes harder for us. And for us to be in a battle without Obi playing well and without Cam playing well, it shows that our team is growing and improving and getting better.
Yeah. Well, we really do appreciate you coming up. Back to the Big 12 battles on Tuesday. Relatively quick turnaround to head to Manhattan to play the Wildcats.
Absolutely. Looking forward to being in Manhattan, playing against Coach Tang, and preparing well and competing. We just need to compete well, and then the results will take care of themselves.
Very good. Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Coach Ron Sanchez, associate head coach for Baylor basketball. Appreciate him coming up to our perch here following the game. And Pat, we'll wrap things up on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, 82-71. The final. Coach Sanchez postgame comments brought to you by Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. Next up to Manhattan. You're going to miss that trip.
Yeah.
What are we going to do without you?
My priorities are way out of whack, but hopefully it's temporary.
Let's hope.
Yeah, and I hate missing that one because I do want to see Coach Tang, Coach Driscoll, Coach Peterson, and but as Coach Sanchez said, got to go up there and compete, and it's an opportunity to win a game. And I love his attitude, and it's the attitude of the entire coaching staff. We're going to keep competing. We're going to celebrate the things we've done well, and we're going to attack the things that we're not doing well in practice.
Yeah, very good. Very well said. We love those guys in Manhattan, but we want to beat them on Tuesday. so that's where we'll be on the air at 7:30, tip-off at 8 on Tuesday night for Baylor and K-State from the Octagon of Doom in Manhattan, Kansas. So wrap things up from here. Happy Valentine's to everyone. Wish we had better news from Baylor perspective to share with you. But Bears fall to the Louisville Cardinals 82-71. Pat, safe travels.
Yeah, thanks, and miss you guys next week. But this was not a bad effort. I mean, I think they're close. I really do. I mean, you just don't have room for error against number 24 in the country. That's what Coach Sanchez was talking about. Can't make mental mistakes. Can't have transition. I mean, all those things he outlined. I think they're close, and the gap is not real big, and hopefully they can get it back on course up in Manhattan next week.
Yeah, Tuesday it was the turnovers that were too much to overcome. A loss to BYU. Today it's the 3-point shooting for Baylor, 2 for 22, and that was really too much to overcome against these Cardinals. But still there's great opportunities ahead for this team.
They are, and they keep plugging away. Yeah. And the effort is there. They've never had to coach effort. Didn't have to coach it today. Just built too big a hole for them to come out of. And I think it all happened in that first 5 minutes when they went down 15. Could never recover.
I think you're exactly right. Bears fall today 82-71. We appreciate your being with us. Thanks to those of you that are watching on our Courtside cam, always available on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. Remind you, we got Baylor baseball coming up in a bit, not far away from the warm-up show in Central Texas on our flagship station, ESPN Central Texas. Warm-up show at 6:15. First pitch at 6:30 from Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark as they pushed the game scheduled originally for a 2 p.m. start to 6:30 tonight. So come out and support those baseball Bears of Coach Mitch Thompson, who had an impressive 15-2 win last night.
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah.
I mean, what fun that was.
It was huge. National headlines, really, with the 3 Grand Slam game by Tice Armstrong. Reminder, the Baylor women play tomorrow, 1 p.m. tip in Orlando against UCF. And we'll be back with you on Tuesday for the Bears and the K-State Wildcats. Thanks to Aaron Sexton and then Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operators today. Speaking for Baylor Athletics, Hall of Famer Pat Nunley. I'm John Morris. Thanks for being with us. Our final score once again from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. The Louisville Cardinals 82, the Baylor Bears 71. So long from Cowtown.
You've been listening to the First Central Credit Union